a day where you wouldn't want to miss, if at all possible. So I said, you never know what's going on in these cases. Everybody thinks, behind the scene, it's some big battle. I will tell you, just from experience working in this industry, almost every time people think there's huge pressure on you to say something or to not say something, there's no pressure. People are making it up in their heads. Like, people want to believe behind the scenes, the folks at ABC are like, Jimmy Kimmel, stop talking about politics. They don't care. He's doing whatever he wants to do over there. That ain't happening. So that was the first kind of theory people had as to why he was mysteriously canceling Jimmy Kimmel Live. But that wasn't what happened. Now, I don't watch his show, but I guess he's really close with the band leader. And,
as you would be.
Yeah, I mean, they work together every single day. I get it.
This is like back in the day, Dave Letterman and Paul Schaefer. Yeah. Paul Schaefer was very much like, I mean, for all intents and purposes, a co-host of that show.
Yeah, he was on the mic a lot. Yeah. He was a big part of things. And this guy on Jimmy Kimmel's show, Cleto?
Yeah.
Cleto Escobedo. Oh, what a fun name that is. Cleto Escobedo. And Jimmy Kimmel found out that this band leader has died and did a very emotional, as he is wont to do from time to time, monologue where he was crying and paying tribute to this lifelong friend of his, Cleto Escobedo, after his band leader died. He said it's just not fair. That's what was going on, though. And then I think afterwards they ended up saying, like, by the way, the band leader was 59, so
super young.
A little young. Cleto and the Cletones is the name of the band.
That's a good name.
He says, we've been on the air for almost 23 years, and I've had to do some hard monologues along the way, but this one's the hardest because late last night, early this morning, we lost somebody very special who was too young, Kimmel said, before sharing a childhood story about Escobedo. Everybody loves Cleto. Everybody here at the show. We are devastated by this. It's just not fair, he said through tears on Jimmy Kimmel's show. And then they said they were going to take a couple of days off. So I imagine they'll take the rest of this week off, if not next week and into Thanksgiving on the show. But that's what was going on there. Thanks to Angel, among other people. There were several people who ended up emailing that over. And we do appreciate that. But that's what was going on with Jimmy Kimmel's show, it appears. Okay, we got a lot to get to today. We're going to try to get the stream up and running. Oh, it is? It is running? What did you even do?
I did the thing, man.
Did you?
I hacked the mainframe.
Please don't tell me, C-Lane, that you simply hit the same button that I hit 555
absolutely not. No, I hit that button a couple more times just to make sure. But then I hit different buttons.
And then something worked?
Yes.
God bless you. God bless you, sir. I mean, it would have been better if you did this 11 minutes ago. 11 minutes ago would have been better, but, now.
All right, stream's down. I hit end. I just hit end the stream. All right, the good C-Lane giveth and the good C-Lane taketh away.
Please don't take it away.
All right, well, be nice to me.
You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at right now, okay? I'm emotionally frail. Courtney had to, this morning... Kokomo only helped me out so much yesterday. But a little bit. And it spiraled me into another direction, which cost me a whole bunch of money. But we can get to that later. I'm telling you, I don't know what happened, but I got in.
You got front row seats now?
So, even worse. Even worse. So yesterday I was saying, all of a sudden, Courtney and I have been singing Kokomo around the house.
You going to Eat to the Beat and meet and greet?
And I said, Courtney, do you know the Beach Boys are coming? I've never seen them, and I feel like this might be the last opportunity. Otherwise, you got a bunch of dead Beach Boys, and there's only one of them that's the real deal anyways. But that would be kind of fun to see them. So I said, I haven't taken off barely any days. Let's take off next Monday and go see the Beach Boys just for the hell of it. I need a day off to chill. And she's like, yeah, of course. And she started to get into, like, I don't know, going down this rabbit hole of islands and beach things. Before I knew it, we booked a cruise yesterday.
What?
I'm out like 4Gs, and I'm like, wait, what's happening here? What's going on right now? And we booked the cruise because she watched the video and she was like, I think this would be nice to go do this. And I said, yeah, seems like it would be nice. And we didn't
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice? And we didn't do like a whole ton of research. and I said, I want to watch a couple of these videos on this cruise that apparently we're going on now. And we fired up these videos.
There's some backstory here that not a lot of people know. You used to work in the cruise industry in a fashion, in a way.
For a very limited time, I was a DJ for some number of weeks.
I was actually talking more about the SEO work that you did for
I did that
the cruise booking website. So you should know enough because I forgot that you actually worked on cruise ships. I was talking more about the fact that you've been involved with the process of marketing cruises.
I have.
And helping a cruise selling company, a cruise selling website get their content in front of people's faces. So you should know a little bit about this content and about what cruise would be worthwhile for you to pick.
I should, but I don't. I should, but I don't.
Yeah.
And Courtney watched something. She's like, let's do this. I really want to do this. And she's so excited. So I'm like, I'm excited because she's excited, you know? And she didn't want to just go to New Orleans again. We've gone to New Orleans for like 10 years on Christmas. And she's like, let's go somewhere else. I was like, let's go. And she finds this cruise. But I was like,
Mardi Gras cruise.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was pushing for the Mardi Gras cruise. I was like, it's a great deal. Look at the food, looks good. The Mardi Gras, they go to good location.
We're going to seafood boil on the sea.
I'm like, am I fully turning into some sort of it's 5 o'clock somewhere peepaw? Is that what's happening here? Oh, God. And so she books this cruise, and then I go, let's watch some videos on it. So we search on YouTube for this exact cruise, and all of the people doing the videos are really old. I'm like, these are the oldest YouTubers I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are these YouTubers so old that are reviewing these? We don't watch any of these people. I mean, they're in their 70s. A lot of these YouTubers, 80s. I go, what's going on? Every single one of them. And then I start looking in the background of this cruise, and it's like an old people cruise. Like everybody on the cruise that I'm seeing in the background is Old Man River, Old Lady River.
Get your depends ready for the old people Mardi Gras cruise.
It's not.
There's going to be plenty of shuffleboard, and we will crack the crawdads for you because your poor little fingers can't do it themselves.
I assure you, it's not the Mardi Gras Jimmy Buffett cruise. It's not. It's strangely enough, it's the same cruise line that I DJ'd on for a couple of weeks. It's Princess Cruise.
Oh gosh, you're gonna take Courtney back up to your old stoop, show where Daddy Sean used to work.
This is where I used to spin. This is where I spun but there weren't any actual records. But anyhow, so yeah, that sent me down a real deep rabbit hole. And all the Kokomo in the world ain't gonna help me this week. I don't think it's gonna be one of these tough ones.
No, because you're joining us on the Mardi Gras Old People Cruise.
It's not the Mardi Gras. I think there are young people on the Princess Cruise too.
Yeah,
okay?
they are washing the dishes.
No,
in the under realms of the ship.
Courtney's like. Courtney's so excited. She's like, we're going to be the youngest
I almost said underoos, Josh, and I know that the ship doesn't have underoos, so yeah,
I hope not.
I had to pivot as fast as possible.
The under realms of the ship, as it were.
Courtney's so excited that we're going to be like the youngest people on the cruise somehow. And I think, honestly, there's a little bit of her where she's like, I will be the hottest woman on this cruise ship. Like, no, there's no competition. It's not even close. I'm going to go on this cruise ship, maybe give a couple guys heart attacks, and as they're eating their chicken nuggets from the buffet or whatever, blow up a few dudes. And I mean, I don't know what to make
is a very important word there. Up is a very, very important, could not be more crucial to that sentence or that story. A lot of
sentences are made that way, C-Lane. There's lots of sentences like that.
Made or broken with one word.
It's true, yeah. Anyhow, so if you've gone on...
Up or not, you can do it on the Mardi Gras cruise.
It's not the Mardi Gras cruise. It's the Princess something. Princess Sky, Princess Sun.
Oh, the Sky Princess.
That sounds fake as hell, doesn't it? I'm taking a ride on the Sky Princess.
It sounds like something Mario defeated a demon to save. The Sky Princess.
That does sound fake. But if you've ever done that, are we in for like the weirdest oldos cruise of our lives? Or because I was like, why is everybody so old and that's making the videos of these things? What am I in for? If you've cruised Princess recently, let me know. It's a newer ship. Hold on, the Princess cruise ship 2019, I think is when it was from. The Sky Princess. If you've gone on it, is it just going to be us and a bunch of oldos? Am I going to be the youngest guy on the ship? I don't know that I hate that too much. Like, I wanted to strike a balance. Like, I didn't want a Carnival cruise where there were twerk-offs every 5 seconds and 4,999 people in a 2,000-person pool or something. I wanted like some kind of middle ground there, but I don't know. I don't know what we've done today. She's so excited, though, and I'm very excited for it. It's going to be an interesting thing. We'll take you on that adventure at some point, too. Right now, join us. Send in your emails or your dispatches. And to come watch the show over YouTube or on twitch.tv/The News Junkie. When we come back, there is a video that is exploding in popularity online right now. But is there any truth to what this woman is saying? She's making phone calls and recording them. We'll play back what she's done and go over this viral outreach that she's doing. I guess you could call it that. It's coming up next on The News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Eastbound and westbound lanes are blocked on State Road 46 between Orange Boulevard and International Parkway out in Sanford. There's a crash getting cleared up, slowing things down on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Polk Line Road and approaching that World Drive area. That's off to the shoulder. Look out for a crash getting cleared up here on John Young Parkway southbound at Sand Lake Road. The right lane's blocked. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
At Farmers Insurance, we often wonder, why would you buy a top-of-the-line smartphone only to protect it with the cheapest case? Would you invest thousands in a home reno but use the cheapest electrical wiring? And to apply that common sense further, why would you ever compromise on the quality of your insurance? The answer is simple. You wouldn't. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. Get a quote today at farmers.com.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers, Trucker Fire Insurance Exchanges, or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Hey everybody, fall is here. The air is crisp, the colors are bright, and life just feels a little clearer. But when was the last time you saw the world as clearly as you should? Don't let another season pass you by. The experts at the Filatowski Eye Institute can help you enjoy every beautiful detail without the hassle of glasses or contacts. If you're considering LASIK or any type of vision correction surgery, call 800 Eye Exam. That's 800-393-3926 or visit filatowskieye.com. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Discover huge savings where the wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. From underwater discoveries on the all-new Expedition Odyssey ride to making new friends with emperor penguins at Antarctica. Enjoy Sesame Street Land, award-winning shows, ice skating, a colorful parade, and festive new flavors and a winter wonderland filled with millions of twinkling lights at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. Select dates through January 5th. Save up to 65% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our Black Friday pre-sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hi, half my outlets stopped working.
I got a new bread maker. Have you tried focaccia?
My outlets don't work.
Oh, no toasties for you.
I should have called Frank Gay.
I bet they don't have a bread maker.
I'm calling
Go, Mike, stand by. Some construction going on this morning. Minor construction. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll be speaking with you shortly. Here I am. Hello. Stand by.
So you're not locked into weekly allergy shots like with most allergists. And you may be close to meeting that healthcare deductible, so your visit could be covered. Don't let allergies or sinus issues ruin your holidays. Aspire can have you breathing easy in no time. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil
Please stop whining about commercials.
Hey, it's Ed Helms, host of Snafu, my podcast about...
I will be using, hold on. I'll be using School Mike momentarily. We're working on some stuff. Hang on, why is the camera pointing right at you? Stay over here. There's a lot going on. Please have some patience this morning for the sake of God and all that is holy. Thank you. Bye.
Episode 32 lost nuclear weapons. You're like, wait, stop? What?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of history, a whole lot of funny, and a whole lot of fabulous guests. Paul Scheer, Angela and Jenna, Nick Kroll, Jordan Klepper. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Snafu with Ed Helms, and listen now.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. CREDIT. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Going through the most viral stories of the day, and this is a show you can subscribe to via podcast and a million other ways. Learn more over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, a lot of stuff going on today on the show, and one of the things that I want to get to is this clip that really has my attention this morning. And believe it or not, it's there was a meeting between Trump and some of the leaders of Syria. Like, the president of Syria is in the White House hanging out with Trump. And then the other guy's like one of the big ministers in the Syrian government. And, you know, that's fine or whatever. But they're talking, and Trump starts doing the unthinkable. Like, I got to think on a world stage, this is like, whoa, man, what are you doing right now? He pulls out a thing of Trump cologne and starts spraying the leaders of Syria with Trump cologne. And he, like, the president of Syria is sitting there. He's like, here you go. And he's spraying him like they're at a Burdines, and he's walking through the scent factory.
You're going to smell terrific. It's a really good manly scent.
I know you Arabs love cologne.
He starts spraying the president of Syria, and then he goes over and starts spraying like the finance minister. Lest you think I'm exaggerating, here's the moment here. I'll explain it for you all. Here we go.
This is men's fragrance.
All right.
Yeah.
He sprays it on the neck, and then he sprays it in the face of the president of Syria.
It's the best fragrance. Come here, man. I have more here, sir. Okay.
Sprays on both sides of the minister, who is also from Syria, of his face.
So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife. How many wives? Your wife.
He's like, I'm giving you 2 of these. The other one's for your wife. How many wives do you have?
Did he say, how many wives do you have?
Yeah, he said, how many wives do you have? Now, the reason I think this is kind of crazy is these are like world leaders. Don't you think spraying something on another world leader would be like, whoa? Like, if he was in Syria and the Syrian president sprayed some cologne or something on Trump there, I'd go, whoa, what the hell is going on here?
The former Al-Qaeda guy is spraying our president with something.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to think that if somebody was spraying Trump in the Syrian, I almost said Syrian White House, because just assume that every country has a White House. the place where not inaccurate. If he was spraying President Trump, you would think that like the Secret Service would barrel in there and go, whoa. We don't know what's in this vial.
Exactly. Like, this is how world leaders assassinate each other. That's what's so crazy to me. And, I don't care. I mean, I don't even care about the leaders of Syria, for God's sake. But I thought there would be more of a freak out moment from the staff members who would be like, whoa. We have no idea what you're spraying on the president of our country right now. I'm sure maybe it's Trump cologne, but God knows. What was the that Seth Rogen movie with North Korea where the interview, and the whole idea was like, we're going to sit down and interview Kim Jong-un, and we're going to
kill him,
shake his hand and pass poison to him. And like, world leaders are so that they bring their own silverware, they have their meals checked. They're so on edge that somebody else is going to try to assassinate him. And it's like, this is absolutely the equivalent of going through a mall and getting to the fragrance section. And it's like, oh, here you go.
This is men's fragrance.
He sprays a little on himself first.
This one. No.
It's just spraying him with the Trump cologne.
Fragrance. Come here, man. I have more here, sir. Okay.
I mean, the president, you can do that kind of stuff. You can get away with that kind of stuff. You grab him right by.
I was going to say, I've heard him say a quote like this before. He didn't say when you're president. He said when you're famous.
If I was in a Burdines, I'd be like, whoa, stop. What are you doing? But the president just can do this kind of stuff. And, okay, all right, okay, geez.
So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife.
The other one's for your wife.
Your wife. You guys, I never know, right?
He said, how many wives do you have with you guys? I never know.
You got one? Yeah, well, I guess I never know.
They did laugh.
That's crazy to me. I mean, that seems wild that you would be able to do that and there wouldn't be like some giant international freak out. Now, I don't know what's going on there. It would be absolutely an epic move if this is how we took out some world leader that we were going after.
But he sprayed it on himself first. So
he's going out with him.
No, that or he's doing like the Count of Monte Cristo deal where you drink just a little bit of poison each day to work your body up to an immunity. And then, then you're, when you can be poisoned and you're fine.
Right. That maybe he's done that secretly in the background.
Alexander Dumas.
Yeah. In the background, secretly, he's been testing this out, and now he can take it, but the Syrian president will be he'll drop to his knees. I don't know what's going to happen next. Only time will tell. We'll see. It'll be interesting like everything else. Join us on the show with your thoughts. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. If you're serious about playing Kokomo, as today I learned, somebody says, here's something you could use. Oh, I'm not going to do that every day this week. No. And it depends on how bad things go today. If things go really bad today, if things go poorly, then 100% I'll Kokomo it out of here. But I don't know if I need to. This person says, here's something I learned. John Stamos is not a full-time drummer for the Beach Boys, but a longtime friend who occasionally performs with them. I wonder if he'll be at this performance I want to go to.
Be real cool.
Yeah, I like me some John Stamos. I like me some Beach Boys. I'm a bit of a Beach Boy myself.
What has the Stamos been up to these days? I mean, he's got free time, right?
I think he tours with the Beach Boys.
No. Does he really? Oh, God.
Maybe not full time, but I think that's like what he's been doing with his time lately.
He does a lot of stuff where, like if Disney has events and they need somebody to host the event where they're announcing all their new theme park changes, he's the guy. Mm-hmm. Like, he's one of those dudes. He picks up the phone and he does things for people, and then he gets to be a voice in Inside Out 7 or, Toy Story 5, whatever the case may be. Saw the trailer about that, or for that, Toy Story 5, yesterday after the show, which was kind of interesting. But he'll do those things and get something, I would imagine, down the road from it. I got to play this woman who's going mega viral today. All of her clips of her calling people. I will get to that here momentarily. Right now, I want to work in our first dispatches of the day just to show you this is for real, and we actually do take your feedback. Record yours over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Just like this, here's Muff Mouth.
Oh, what's going down, junkies?
Hey.
So I have been on a bunch of Princess cruises, and I love them. They're fantastic. The food is really good and everything.
Okay.
Sean, one tip is when you get on the boat, try and get up to the sanctuary as fast as possible and book your days up there. It is a private area where it's only adults. It's nice and quiet. They give you fantastic food up there. They bring you cucumber water, anything you want, all sorts of drinks.
Cucumber water.
Big ass padded cushions on your seat.
This sounds so old,
Get
man.
on up to the sanctuary.
You're telling me about cucumber water and big ass padded cushions. This sounds old. I want to know there's still a party somewhere if I'm looking for it. You know what I mean? I want to know.
Of course there's a party.
Not Margaritaville. I'm not going on the Margaritaville.
We're going to play Cajun crossword and gumbo gabbing hour.
Although the more I say where I'm actually going, the more it sounds cooler to go on a Margaritaville cruise. Because if I say, yeah, well, I'm going on the, the Sky Princess, that doesn't sound as cool, I don't think, generally speaking. As this, but that's why I want people who have been on that particular cruise. Tell me that it's not just going to be me and a bunch of old people, me and Courtney and a bunch of old people. Tell me that this is a good time. And don't sell me on cucumber water and no young people. Sell me on something better than that, for God's sake. Here's another one. Here's Indica Soul talking about iHeartRadio stock.
Sean, just wanted to thank you for the iHeartRadio stock tip advice.
Oh, yeah.
Got it when it was down at $1. I think I cashed out when it was at $4.50.
Good for you, man.
I mean, that's a nice gain in a very short amount of time. I think the tech stocks have taken even longer to go up that much.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, if I would have been really sure about myself and threw a nice big chunk in there, that would have been really nice, but still threw some monies in there and got more monies back.
Good
so
for you, bud.
Thank you kindly, sir. Keep those stock tips coming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I have a whole bunch more for you.
No, come on. When they think stock tips, they think Nancy Pelosi, Sean Wasson.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, I'm who you go to for that. I got to tell you, that was just one that seemed like a no-brainer to me because iHeart stock was below $1, and I said just iHeart's assets are worth more than this, and the bankruptcy thing is the only thing that's been sort of just overwhelming their financial situation. And now there seems to be a path. It's not because I'm a company guy. I really couldn't care less about that. But I saw a stock that I thought was way too low for the value of the company, and I thought, I work for this company. That alone's got a 10x the value that we're seeing here. And I was saying, I don't know if it's going to go much higher, but it seemed like it was a good ride. I'll tell you if I get any other insider trading stuff. All right, I'll send that over to you. all the info you might want or need. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take your feedback, your emails, and your dispatches. We'll get to this woman who is recording herself calling a bunch of places. I'll play that back for you and tell you what all the drama is about. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is The Jim Colbert Show. Smart-ish, loud, and probably getting fined. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, and happy Wednesday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're in for another cold start. We'll see temperatures, though, rebound in a big way as we head into this afternoon. So after starting off the day in the 30s and 40s, we'll be expecting afternoon highs to climb into the upper 60s. That's still below normal, but we'll see a high of 69 degrees today in Orlando under sunny skies. Temperatures will rebound to the 80s by the end of this week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You could have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like the food you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spring perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener that you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Go to Zellmans.com, that's ZELMINS.com, and use the code RADIO for 15% off your first order.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Are you looking for a top-notch fence company that can help you and do great service? Call MNC Fence. I talked to Dow, the owner, a couple weeks ago. Came over to the house, gave me a great quote. Great guy to talk to. They were there on time. They really know their business when it comes to putting their fence, putting a fence up, and they can handle any kind of fence, whether it's residential or commercial fence. It's mncfence.org. That's mncfence.org, where quality meets character. Visit mncfence.org and tell them Russ and the Monster sent you.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations and one of Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia makes it easy to find the perfect vehicle. And during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event, every new Kia is discounted up to...
Go Mike, please be patient. There are things happening. I'm sorry. I will be with you momentarily, I promise. This will all be for the good.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you, because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Hey, Russ Rollins here for Solar Source. Did you know that utility companies are proposing like the largest utility rate increase in U.S. history? Man, my power bill is getting crazy. How about yours? If it is, why don't you solve that problem with Solar Source? Solar Source is available now, and they've helped so many people here in Central Florida save money. And now you can go to Solar Source and get a whole solar system package as low as $89 a month. Guaranteed annual performance, maintenance included, no money down, and you can eliminate that high power bill. Solar Source is the one to help you. It's solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters. Why Solar Source? Well, they're Florida's oldest and most experienced solar provider since 1984. The same phone number since 1984. Great customer service. They're somebody you can count on. You tell them Russ Rollins sent you, and you're going to save even more money. Go to solarsource.com/monsters. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible.
Dying to know what the point of that weird picture he was taking is. I don't know if this is a Forrest thing, an Austin thing. A lot of stuff going on in there. A lot of stuff going on. Hey, what's up, stream? Glad you could be with us today. They tried. They told us we couldn't, whatever, however Sean always says it. They said we couldn't do it. We did it. So, happy hump day. And, yeah. We're back now. Sorry for the real short, dull mic. It's super dull that it was so brief. Anyway, here goes.
By justcallmo.com. Injured on the go? Justcallmo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the new.
It's gorgeous, and you look gorgeous today. Honest to God, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to be creepy about it, but you look fantastic. It's good to have you on board. Learn more about this show over at thenewsjunkie.com. One of the most viral stories of the day, and that's what we focus on around here for sure.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
This story where there's a woman who decided to call up all of these churches across the country and record herself calling them. Whether or not that's legal is another question. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the state. You're not allowed to just record people in a lot of states, like Florida in particular.
Has to be, two-party consent?
Yeah. Or just in general on the radio. I'll tell you, we try to make it so you guys listening to this show know all the other people that are faking it out there. Like, you should know that there are a lot of radio shows that use fake callers. That's one thing. You should know that if there's ever a prank call on a radio show, there is no if, ands, or buts. I'm telling you this with all the authority in the world because I know about this and it's what I do. If you hear a prank call on a radio show, it is fake.
Or illegal.
Okay? It is fake or illegal. Those are the only two options. You cannot tell anybody afterwards. You have to tell them beforehand. You have to let them know they're being recorded for broadcast on the radio. So all the ones that you hear are people faking them. All these like War of the Roses bits and all these dumb old radio things.
No.
They're all fake. Now, I'm not saying that this woman is faking her calls. I think that she actually did make these calls. I'm just saying I don't know whether or not she was allowed to record these and post them on TikTok as she did.
Weird question. We may have gone over this with Moses before. I don't recall. Mm-hmm. But since Florida is a two-party consent state, but there does exist a three-way call.
Yeah.
If I want to record somebody surreptitiously, can I call you and you and I consent? And then we three-way call somebody, and we have two parties consenting to this recording.
You're saying, does it need to be two parties consenting no matter how many total parties there are?
Yes.
So, like,
it seems like a hell of a loophole.
An FBI wiretap loophole is like, yeah, sure, we're listening into the crime family's phone calls, but one FBI agent's on one end and another's on another end, and they are both consenting to the call, but it's a party line with nobody else. Nobody else is aware. I don't know. We'll have to ask Mo once more and run that by him again. But this woman is filming herself, and she calls these churches. She called all sorts of churches, according to her, Mormon churches, Christian churches, Catholic churches. And she called them up, and she would say, hey, I need some baby formula. And she would use this to sort of highlight the fact that she would say, like, look, these churches aren't actually helping. Now, I'll tell you why that's stupid in a second. And I'll tell you, like, the obvious conclusion that I knew she would come to before she even did this. But here's just an example, all right?
Okay, so I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And I had a lot of requests to call another mega church. So I'm calling Abundant Church West in El Paso, Texas.
So she's calling El Paso.
So we're going to call to see if they would help feed a starving baby.
All right, this is some lady on her TikTok channel with millions and millions of views on this now. And she calls up, I think she called 40 different churches just like this with a fake baby crying in the background.
Hey, yes, I just want to see if there's any way y'all could help with a can of baby formula. I have a 2-month-old and I ran out last night, so she's gone all night and all day without anything to eat.
Unfortunately, the food pantry is only available on Sundays, and I don't know if we have any baby formula at the moment.
Okay. Is it something that you all could get and I could just pick it up or something?
Well, there's nobody at the food pantry.
All right, so she goes on like this, and at the end, she's basically trying to prove the point that these churches, they tell you they're going to help out with this stuff, but they don't really do this. When I call up and I've got a crying baby in the background, and I'm like, can I get some formula from the church? They'll turn you down. And then she comes to the inevitable conclusion, trust me, when she started this, that, when I called a couple of mosques, they were like mega sweet about this, but most of the Christian churches were evil and just wouldn't help me out with my baby. Now, to be clear, she at least did feature a couple of the churches where they said sure, and they were willing to help her out. But she's got a goal and an agenda. The weird thing about this is I think that the thing she's trying to test is just so obviously true. It's weird to me because there's a lot of people who don't either seem to see this or don't care because they want to demonize religious people. All right? There's a lot of people who want to demonize religious people. Religious people are bad by default, so therefore they don't do anything good, or anything that they're pretending to do good is fake, and they're not. Every city that I have lived in, every single city that I have spent any significant amount of time in, when I started to look at what was going on under the surface and what groups were actually helping out, let's say homeless people, poor people, battered women, the people that we want the most to be helped by a social safety net. In so many cases, and I am not a religious person at all, it was just the inevitable truth at the end of the rainbow that it was mostly churches and church organizations and faith-based organizations that do the heavy lifting in those areas. Mm-hmm. If you see a downtown area and you see somebody like feeding the homeless, so many times that is actually a church or religious institution or religious group that is involved in that. And I don't know why, but there's an effort here to pretend that doesn't happen. We don't have to pretend like there aren't any problems. Like the Catholic Church doesn't have weird pedo problems, or this church doesn't have this issue, or, they haven't advanced far enough socially on this or that or whatever. But there's just there's an attempt to demonize and at the same time be like, well, the mosques, the scary Muslims were the ones that wanted to help us. When you just got randos answering the phone, you could call a Planned Parenthood and do the same thing. You know what I mean? The Planned Parenthood isn't going to be like, well, we've got baby formula for you and we're here to help. They don't do that. It's not a thing that they do. They do help out these communities, though. I really believe they do. And one thing that I find so interesting here, and this is like a left-right dynamic thing that I want to get into just briefly. There's a fundamental problem in our country where people on the left politically do not understand in the slightest people on the right, and people on the right don't understand people on the left. Everybody thinks the person opposite of them is just evil, bad, and inherently stupid. They're so stupid they can't help themselves. All of these things, right? And the weird thing is the left shares this worldview that is generally the more experience you get, the more people you meet, the more types of people you get to know, the more diversity you have in the experiences that you have in your life, the more your heart will soften, the more you will be a better person, your mind will open. But they don't seem to at all adhere to that when it comes to people who are politically different than them or these religious people. They don't seem willing enough to go out and actually meet some of these people. Because again, saying this as a person who's not at all religious, I don't care about religion. It is just the truth that a lot of the organizations that help out with people who are poverty stricken, people who are mothers who are struggling, a lot of these places, it's not the government. It's not. It's not activist groups. It is churches, as much as you might hate them in a lot of these cities. And I think this was sort of an effort to point that out, that a lot of these churches wouldn't help. But you're just calling an operator on a phone line. When I bet if you went there, they would have some things that helped them out.
By the way, in case you were curious, so far in as much of this video as we've watched, she has not broken the law. You can legally record a phone call in Texas if one party is aware that it is being recorded.
So, and you could be the one party?
Yes. You have to
That's
be, you can record a phone call if you are one of the people on the phone call. If you are not on the phone call, you have to get the permission of at least one participant of the phone call, and that person must be aware that the conversation will be recorded. However, not the other participant.
Which one do we like better? Like, should it be two-party consent, or should what this lady's doing be wrong because she's not getting the consent of these churches she's calling to try to pull this little social experiment on?
I think, personally, I like two-party consent.
Like, should I be able to just record you and then release whatever it is?
For content creation, I think one-party consent is brilliant. I mean, it just really I've done it before. Removes a lot of, it removes a lot of barriers to getting good content out there. Because once you tell somebody they're going to be recorded. In some situations. Now, if I'm on the phone with some sort of company, if I'm calling customer service and they say this call may be recorded for quality, assurance or whatever, I do not act any differently than I would if I was calling and they didn't say that. But if somebody was calling me and wanted to interview me and they said, "Hey, I'm recording this phone call just so you know," and I'd be like, "Okay, now I know that there could be audio of whatever I say now."
I act like everybody's recording me at all times.
I know you're very paranoid.
Except for Courtney.
It's all those THC sodas that are going to get
they're
banned.
trying to take it away from me, man.
But
they're trying to take it away.
So far in Texas, it's a one-party consent, so you only need one person's permission, and the other people, they're S out of luck.
Well, I want to know how people feel about that. Do you think that's fair criticism, saying like, well, I called and acted like I needed formula for my baby? So that shows you that these places are actually not helping individuals out, that they're not part of the social safety net. I think they are, though.
And I know we kind of meshed the two conversations together earlier, but the broadcast rule is completely different.
Yeah. From the law, is what you're saying.
Well, from the recording law, just the broadcasting thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, if you hear these kind of conversations and they're not on TikTok or something, like, this woman doesn't care. She's just going to record it no matter what the rules or laws are and post it out there because people wild west that stuff. But we couldn't do that. Or you hear people doing that on radio, you're not allowed to do that. Anyhow, give us your thoughts on that. I thought it was interesting. The story says pastors are crashing out. Pastors are crashing out after a woman tests churches pretending to need baby formula to see who actually helps. She said she only had 300 followers when this started, but I guess she's got a bunch of attention now. She called over 40 establishments, but only 9 offered assistance, including a Buddhist temple, an Islamic center, several Catholic churches, and a black church, right? So, like, this is the outcome she wanted to get to begin with, I'm pretty sure. You know, that the Christian churches didn't want to help, but some of these other ones actually did, and they're just the ones that line up with me and my identity politics and all that crap. But for me, I look at it and I go, why are you trying to take this away from these people? Like, all the people I know in my real, genuine life who do charity work and do events are actually religious people. They are. And I think religion is a negative on the world in so many different ways. But that's a positive. Like, why are we going to pretend? Why are you going to pretend that that's not the case? Why do you pick and choose stuff that you're going to get angry about? Like, that seems like something where... Don't go after him on that. But I do want to hear from you. Let us know. Send a dispatch, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Email the show right now. Quick break. When we come back, I want to get into something that's blowing up big time on Netflix. We got these new Epstein emails. What's actually in them? This will be interesting to dive into. And a mistaken emergency alert goes out once more. I can't believe it, but I'm looking at it, so I do. I'll read it to you. It's coming up next.
We're going to play it.
It's coming up next on the News Junkie. Can't do that.
The Tampa Bay Bucks head north to face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Coverage starts at noon this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents on I-4 that might slow you down. Eastbound before State Road 429, that's off to the right shoulder. Eastbound before World Drive, that's off to the left shoulder. Move over and slow down if you see emergency crews on the roadways there. Eastbound and westbound lanes are still blocked on State Road 46 between Orange Boulevard and International Parkway. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the traffic center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station. Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Save big, where the season of wonder meets wild fun at Busch Gardens Christmas Town. See holiday lights at thrilling heights on 18 rides and coasters. Enjoy dazzling new shows and holiday flavors, and heartwarming moments with Santa, Rudolph, and friends. Christmas shines brightest with nearly 70 miles of twinkling lights at Tampa Bay's best and longest running holiday event, Busch Gardens Christmas Town. Select dates from November 14th through January 5th. Save up to 60% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our Black Friday pre-sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hey everybody, fall is here. The air is crisp, the colors are bright, and life just feels a little clearer. But when was the last time you saw the world as clearly as you should? Don't let another season pass you by. The experts at the Filatowski Eye Institute can help you enjoy every beautiful detail without the hassle of glasses or contacts. If you're considering LASIK or any type of vision correction surgery, call 800 Eye Exam. That's 800-393-3926 or visit filatowskieye.com. The Filatowski Eye Institute. Trusted, local, life-changing.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big-name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Do you have low T? Well, start for free for a limited time. Get prescription testosterone therapy for no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Hey, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go and has you feel like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle with less effort in the gym and lose that dad bod for good. You'll also think better, sleep better, and your love life will be better. Don't be fooled. Nothing boosts testosterone like actual testosterone. It's a game changer. And if you're looking to lose weight, there's nothing like the combo of testosterone and GLP medication. It'll burn that belly fat and you'll get ripped. Fix your low T with no startup fee and add a GLP for an additional $149 only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone, say the keyword Red Mountain. That's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss. Real doctors, real testosterone, real results.
This Thanksgiving, give thanks for the hands that grow your food. Florida farmers who bring fresh local produce straight to your table. From vibrant squash to garden fresh greens, fresh from Florida is flavor you can feel good about, because when it's grown here, it's grown with care, pride, and purpose. As you gather around your table, remember to celebrate the people, the land, and the passion that goes into every harvest. Fresh from Florida, trust is grown here.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with zero down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with zero down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now.
Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
Sunnyside drains.
My shower's...
You're not paying for School Mike Plus. I'm calling liars. Did I not have School Mike on that whole time?
Trust our highly trained techs who are...
All right, everything's going to be normal starting now. I promise. We're coming back in 30 seconds.
Calling Frank Gay.
For clogged drains in your home, trust our highly trained techs who aren't afraid of a little snake. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. GRAND. G-R-A-N-D. That's GRAND. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Radio, 104.1.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
You said we couldn't do it, but we're doing it together, friend.
Yesterday it seemed like it was going to be a real slow one.
What are you talking about? Today is still I got things. I'm spinning plates like a fool over here.
Yeah.
I just spent a whole break talking to
real
Skull
riveting
Mike.
Skull Mike you had there during that last break.
Folks, if you're new to the show, when you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie, go over there, subscribe. When you're watching on the stream, I talk during the breaks. I hang out, talk with the chat people. We preview what's coming up, and we just have like a whole different world going on over there, which is kind of fun. And there's been people flying around. You got Forrest working on some of the final touches of the roast video right now. Austin was in here earlier, and he was switching up some video inputs and like focusing in my new camera a little bit finally. And we have people out working on the aquarium. Courtney came in. Courtney came in. She just brought the cat back from the vet, and you guys know Junkie Cat. Our cat is like as feral as it gets. Like she doesn't spend a lot of time hanging out with anybody other than like when we're here, and she's not feeling too hot, and so Courtney had to like secretly trap her and shove her into the cage to bring her to the vet, and she's at the vet God. Like freaking out, and it was like all this craziness is happening, and I'm trying to work through all of this. And I try to do the Skull Mike thing during the break, and I kick it on. I'm like, guys, sorry, it's been so chaotic. And then I'm talking with Forrest about credits and a couple of other things. And I'm like, all right. And then I'm doing a little chit chat about our last segment. And then I sit back down, and Ceiling goes, the people on Skull Mike thought you made a mistake and you didn't actually turn your microphone on that whole time. And I was like, they are not wrong. I thought the whole time I was conversing with my chat friends And I was not, number one. And it was brutal. I thought they were just ignoring me. I thought that was what was happening there. It happens sometimes. Okay, we're going to take your emails, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And we're gonna see what you got here. Cape Canaveral says, I hope you're doing well, to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. This has nothing to do with Trump spraying perfume on folks, but the Brevard County School Board is considering closing the only school in Cape Canaveral. Oh, my God. Cape Canaveral is synonymous with the space industry and high technology. It's one of the most widely recognized U.S. town names in the world. I don't know about that, isn't it? Just because of the Cape stuff, I guess, or because of the NASA stuff.
It's our
Cape
Paris.
Cape View Elementary is an A-rated school. There's over 35 schools not A-rated in the county. It's a Title I school and serving a large population of at-risk youth. I know you have a lot to talk about. I thought since it was relevant to Central Florida, it would be worth a little comment. That's a hyper-local issue, friend. And what you got to realize sometimes is we're talking to a larger audience. We're talking to a lot of people all over the place. So your hyper-local issue might not be a good fit sometimes. I would talk to all your friends in Brevard County and at the Brevard County School Board and go fight the fight. Fight the good fight, because it sounds like you're on to something.
Wow, how dismissive this guy does not care about Canaveral.
Sean, they're shutting down the Church's Chicken in my particular neighborhood. Why won't you talk about this right now? I mean, that's not my fight. That's not my battle. I don't want them to shut down good schools if what you're saying is true. And I want you to fight for it, but don't put that on me. And like, what do you want me to do? It's also not relevant to like 99.9% of our Central Florida listeners. You know what I mean? They don't care, buddy. They're not very interested in that because it's a hyper local issue to just you. So good luck on your battle. Anonymous emails the show and says, I think you're going to have a wonderful time on the cruise you booked. They said Princess Cruises is the original love boat. It tends to attract an older demographic. My fears are coming true here because it doesn't have a lot of the amenities like water slides, rock climbing, ice skating, and other features that attract families like Royal Caribbean. You mean all the fun stuff? We don't have any of that stuff? Princess isn't an adults-only cruise line. There are kids clubs, but you won't see too many children on board, Anonymous says. And it's a Royal-class ship, relatively new vessel. I highly recommend the Premier Princess option.
Who needs water slides when you got the Jitterbug Jubilee?
That's not. Come on. Now I'm starting to wish I was
Finish
going
it off
on
with Jello shots for the geriatric soul.
This is making me feel old, all of this. We should have just gone Carnival Cruise Lines, the cheapest one they had. Let's go to the Bahamas, 2-day cruise, $99. That's where the fireworks are, right? That's where there is a rock wall.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You've just spent like on and off the last couple of weeks saying that the cheapest cruise is going to bring out the cheapest people.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. I was trying to avoid that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was trying to avoid that. I don't want to be with the animals.
Right.
On a cruise ship. I don't want to be with like the lowest common denominators. I don't care about if people are poor or rich or whatever. I want to be with people who, despite their income level, have a sense of class about them. I want to, with people who shame is still an important thing in their lives, you know? I want to be with those people. Like, I don't want some guy tripping on mushrooms trying to win the belly flop competition busting into my vacation, you know?
Very specific.
Sounds like you know a person.
I'm not saying anybody's name, but I'm just saying I don't want anybody on my cruise vacation who's tripping out on mushrooms, all freaking out, jumping in.
No, Sean wants the feather boa fire drill. And the gumbo taste off low sodium edition.
Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you for the email. We did the Premier thing that you're saying. That's great advice. You are somebody who knows a lot about this, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate the email. So thank you for that, Anonymous. All right, I want to talk briefly about the #1 movie on Netflix right now, which is Frankenstein. They did this re-release of Frankenstein. From Guillermo del Toro. And the not from Big Daddy, not that Frankenstein.
Microsoft's down. The goddamn Jets.
Not that Frankenstein.
Most critics are cynical assholes.
The actual Frankenstein that they rebooted on Netflix. And Netflix is saying there's this weird thing that's going on right now where it's one of the most rewatched 3 times and 4 times and 5 times movies they've ever had on the platform. So they put this up there, and there's a lot of people who are rewatching it over and over and over and over and over again, and they're trying to make sense of why people not only like the Frankenstein that was released on Netflix recently. Meanwhile, they're ignoring stuff like there's a new Squid Game thing that's out on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
like
the reality show.
Nobody's even talking about it.
I saw it on the dynamic lead there.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It seems a little like nobody's interested in that. But the Frankenstein
nobody's
thing,
dying.
Yeah.
Didn't we figure out last time they did the real life Squid Game that we're like, oh, this is what it would be like if we watched the show and they didn't kill anybody. Even
which is the most important part of the show.
even the second season of Squid Game that came out, I think people started to lose interest because we were so glued to the first couple episodes of the first season because of how crazy and out there it was. And now that we go back to play the games again and we know everybody's going to die, it's like, yeah, they're killing people again.
Yeah.
We need something to spice this up.
We got some theories rolling in. People are saying they're falling asleep because it's so boring and it starts playing again. Does the new Frankenstein have bolts in his neck? No, he's like an updated Frankenstein. But it's pretty
the doctor,
true.
not the monster, Zach.
Yeah. It's Dr. Frankenstein, and it's just the monster. But it's pretty true that this is based on the original Mary Shelley Frankenstein, which was loosely based on some guy at the time who they said was doing a lot of experiments with animals and humans and stuff. This is like half-truths all over the place in the original story. But Mary Shelley wanted to write a book. She was having a challenge with her friends at the time, and they wanted to write the most creepy, weird, original story. And Mary Shelley, young. Josh, can you look that up? How old was Mary Shelley when she wrote Frankenstein? Because I think she might have been 20-ish. She was young.
18 when she started writing it.
That's crazy,
and then
man.
20 when it was published.
Remember, she's the one who started this. She's the one.
But she only lived to 53. Like back then, you had to get going.
True. 18 is midlife.
What were we doing at 18? She wrote Frankenstein. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein at 18 years old. That's incredible. But I think that one of the reasons why this Netflix series, or the reboot, I guess, the movie Frankenstein from Guillermo del Toro, is doing so well is because it finally becomes clear what the famous Frankenstein story is about. And it's just simply put an allegory for ugly people. That is what it is. The Frankenstein story is about what it's like to be ugly on planet Earth. That is what me. Frankenstein is like. Nope, you're one of the beautiful people, Josh. Couldn't be. You're not a Frankenstein person, right? But the truth of the matter is, the Frankenstein story, I think a lot of people are watching it and they're like, yeah, this resonates with me. I'm ugly. And it's about being ugly. The story of Frankenstein, obviously you have Dr. Frankenstein. He makes the monster. Dr. Frankenstein gets so freaked out by his own creation and how dangerous it is, he just panics and leaves. The monster goes, it wanders through a city. The monster finds some books and learns how to read and speak and write and do those kind of things. And the monster keeps interacting with villagers, and the villagers are like, ah! Every time they see this guy, they scream. Every time they see this guy, they scream. It's like this video that Courtney plays on repeat where, oh God, can I find this live on the show? I think I've played it before. Have you seen the one where the redhead guy scares the woman and she screams?
No.
Here it is.
I feel like you have to be more specific. But
okay, I'm going to give it to you here, okay? This was one of my favorite viral videos that Courtney showed me back in the day. This guy randomly pulls up in somebody's driveway, and their security footage filmed the wife and her two daughters here. They're getting stuff out of their cars. And this guy's walking around the neighborhood and he wanted to say something to them. And the woman saw him and he was so ugly that she shrieked and screamed just at his appearance. Okay. And I always think about this and imagine being this guy. This is Frankenstein.
Like some chemical smell. You'll smell it.
All right, he's coming out.
This is no and he threw flakes in it.
Mommy, put the stuff down and then you throw this. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Sorry.
That was just because.
That sounded like a movie scream.
That was not a real scream.
Yes, that was real.
That was not the scream that was from this video.
100%.
No.
That's it. You think so?
No, it's a bad edit. Are you kidding me?
I want to believe. I want to believe too
Just
bad.
put a Wilhelm scream in there.
Might as well be.
This guy is so ugly. She was scared. Okay, even if the scream is dubbed, she was scared so much at this guy that it just his appearance frightened her. That's what Frankenstein is about.
Also, his proximity, I think, probably was frightening. Like he did not make any indication that he was coming up their driveway.
Flakes in it.
He was a little close.
He got pretty close.
Stuff down and then you throw this.
She gets scared when she just sees this guy because he looks like who's the prop comic?
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top. He looks like Carrot Top, but like Carrot Top's a good looking guy compared to this guy. It's just the truth. All right, this guy is frightening looking, and that's what Frankenstein is about. Frankenstein eventually befriends this old man. And the old man is blind. So the old man doesn't know that Frankenstein is a grosso monster. Or, he's not named Frankenstein, but you get it. And the monster befriends this old guy. But the old guy's blind. He doesn't know that he's a monster. And they play like chess with each other. And they get to know each other real good. And then finally, the blind old man's family comes home. And they just nuke the monster because they see what this old man didn't see the whole time, and he's so hideous that they open fire on him and they pitchfork him and they try to burn him alive. And it's an allegory about ugly people. I think that's why it's resonating with so many people out there. I thought it was, I don't know what this says, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was okay movie. A lot of you thought it was boring, but tell me what you thought. Send over your response, your review over at tips@thenewsjunkie.com or send a dispatch. Record yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, an alert that went out mistakenly and freaked a whole bunch of people out. What was this alert? What did it say? I'll read it to you. We've got those emails in the Epstein world that have surfaced. And when we come back, how you as a pet owner could get $100,000 in mailbox money. $100K in your mailbox. What's this all about? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
You should have said, I'm gay, and then done a rep.
I thought about doing that.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Lanes are still blocked eastbound and westbound on State Road 46 between International Parkway and Orange Boulevard. Traffic's starting to get by a little bit better now on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and approaching World Drive. Those accidents have been moved off to the shoulder there. There's a crash getting cleared up on John Young Parkway where it meets Sand Lake Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union. Financial freedom happens here. Fairwinds Credit Union. Whether you need personal or business accounts to help you reach your goals, they've got you covered. Visit fairwinds.org to join their community of financial freedom seekers today. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Dime Patrol. The RC Hill Mitsubishi Dime Patrol.
Sir, are you aware that it's a crime to pay more than a dime? Now, I told you fellers before, they gots to pay up. Not at RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand and Ocala, right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down. Acres of vehicles for under 20 grand.
New ones?
Yes, and you get a lifetime warranty. We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
On new and the best pre-owned. Well, I reckon it's a crime to pay more than a dime. Even new Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months.
One dime down. Now at RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4, DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Time down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Do you have low T? Well, start for free for a limited time. Get prescription testosterone therapy for no startup fee only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Hey, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel older. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go and has you feel like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle with less effort in the gym and lose that dad bod for good. You'll also think better, sleep better, and your love life will be better.
Of course.
No startup fee and add a GLP for an additional
Hello.
$5 only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your appointment today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial #250.
Okay, everybody. Sorry. We're mostly back to normal now. Hello.
Real testosterone, real results.
I hope you're doing okay on a Wednesday. It's a little chaotic, as you can see. But now, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, my new camera should be focused in a little better. It should be a little more crisp. I think the shot looks pretty darn good, if you ask me. And overall, things should be improved. Forrest is finalizing the roast. He's doing intros and outros and on-screen graphics. Oh, God, it looks fantastic. What a talented guy he is. You should know about that. Are you really sorry, or is this a YouTube apology? This is genuine sorry. But we had the cat going to the vet this morning. By the way, junkie cat, clean bill of health, looking good, got some shots and some stuff. She is 12 years old, 11 or 12 years old, something like that. She is doing great, so that's the good news. Ashley says, Sean's video looks too shiny or blurry like a halo effect.
Okay, I don't got this.
You mean when I'm sitting at the desk?
Under your flu
Shit, I can't see that.
Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
It was so clear I was screaming like the lady in the video when it came up.
Dayquil Intense Flu.
Hang on, let me see.
Coughing, aching fever under your flu medicine.
Of course I've got a distraction. Oh, I don't know. This looks pretty good to me.
Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss.
I mean, I think that I'll have to look at it more. But I think it looks pretty decent to me. The studio is falling apart. I'm praying for you, Sean. It's not falling apart. Everything is fine. All right, we're coming back, everybody. Thank you for your patience today. Here we go. Right.
Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts.
I gave you my heart.
Specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. GRAND. GRAND. That's GRAND. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. That's me, and I'm that. And you can learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. How would you like, C-Lane and Josh?
That's me, I'm that.
$100,000. Huh?
Be great.
I love that. Yeah, that's me on that for sure. Right?
Yeah, I'm on it.
If in the world of that's me, I'm that, this stands at the top, I think, really, because who doesn't want $100,000? Now, second question for both of you, C-Lane and Josh. Are you a pet owner?
Yes.
Oh,
so far, so good.
Boy, oh boy, do I have some good news for you.
I don't have to whore out my dog, do I?
Maybe, maybe not. We're going to find out together. Listening to this show, one thing I always promise you, despite, you might run into some prickly takes from time to time. You might agree with me or disagree with me. We're always going to go on a ride together. We're going to go on a roller coaster of all things viral, and we're going to go through it, all right, every day. But along the way, we're going to try to help you out on this show. I'm going to try to help you out wherever I can with this mailbox money. So that's why we select these stories. We get them, and when we find a way that you can get some money through a class action suit, you're probably already doing all the things you need to except for filling out one form, and you could get money. And people do all the time. Right now, everybody who listens to the show has been getting their Facebook settlements. They're getting $75, $100, $200. People have gotten programs that we've talked about for $50,000 before. This is mailbox money, and we talk about it whenever we can. For real this time, this is a big one. American pet owners are getting checks as big as $100,000 from a $5.5 million settlement. All you need is a receipt. That's it. That's the beginning. That's the end. That's the whole thing. Okay. All you need is a receipt. Now, there are people who bought dog food that unfortunately contained salmonella in some of these cases.
Ew.
The settlement, this could bring money to your mailbox, friend, relates to a dispute involving Mid-America Pet Food, and there's a $5.5 million payout. A lawsuit was filed claiming the brand advertised and sold pet food products containing salmonella. The company has not admitted any wrongdoing, but has agreed to pay out nonetheless. The products were recalled in the fall of 2023. The maximum amount from the settlement is $100,000, and it applies to pet owners who have submitted injury claims. You can go to claimdepot.com, and if you look for Mid-America Pet Food Settlement, you'll see what I'm talking about. To receive the maximum amount, you'll have to have receipts from your vet and stuff like that. And if your animal became sick or died, you can get up to $100,000, right? So if your animal ate this food and then became sick or died and you got like the vet bills and whatnot, you could get $100,000 if your dog was on this particular type of pet food called Mid-America Pet Food.
You would need more than the receipt, though. You would have to submit those vet bills, right?
Yeah. The vet bills, if you have, if your dog actually died and you have the vet bills and all that stuff, you're going to get the most.
I would imagine, and pardon the pun opportunity here, but I would imagine that for something with this big of a payout, they'd be vetting people more than just, hey, I bought this thing that has a flimsy hinge, and I don't need no receipt required. I'm just going to say that I bought it.
Like a donut, right?
Yeah.
The old Mitch Hedberg line. You don't need a receipt for some stuff, but this you have it for. If you have it, you could get up to $100,000 ceiling. But here's the thing, and this is
I'm glad that you specified you were going the Mitch Hedberg route, because I was like, I said flimsy hinge, and you went donut.
Yeah, the flimsy hinge on a donut.
This is the key thing here, all right? And this is going to be a moral question you have to ask yourself. You're going to have to run this by yourself. If you claim that your animal became sick or died, but you just don't have any evidence, you get $100. So if you're willing to go to the website and be like, my dog got sick or my dog died, but unfortunately I threw away all the receipts that the vet gave me and the dog food receipts and all that. But I assure you, like, I'm going to claimdepot.com. I'm going over there. I'm looking up the Mid-America Pet Food Settlement, and I'll click the box that says, I assure you my animal became sick or died. $100 if you have no scruples, if you're willing to do that. If you bought the pet food, but again, whoops, forgot my receipt, don't have my receipt for the pet food, but I assure you I definitely bought that at some time, $40. $40 if you get this. Some of the big brands were Victor, super premium dog food, Members Mark, grain-free dog food, Wayne Feeds dog food, Eagle Mountain dog food. Those are some of the big brands that were involved in this, but you can get a payout. And if you have no scruples, you can get $100. If you don't care about lying about things and you had nothing to do with this, you can get $100. If you have a little bit of scruples, you could get $40. If you have all the scruples, I'm sorry, you're not getting any money unless your dog actually died. That's the unfortunate side effect of this. $100,000 for Fido, R.I.P. dog, bam, 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 bam. But money coming in is pretty nice if you're getting that six-figure settlement. Let us know if that happened to you. Send your dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody emailing about Frankenstein. PM says, the attack the monster caused the family. The family comes home to the old man. Oh, God, dude, what is this, voice to text? I'm literally going to read this word for word, just so you guys know what happens to me sometimes. The attack the monster caused the family comes home to the old man dead from a wolf attack and to see the monster and think he killed the old man, and that's why that attacked the monster. That's word for word what this says.
It's it reminds me of the campaign speech that Dennis reads in It's Always Sunny that Charlie wrote. So do.
I think if I could translate this, they attacked the monster because the family comes home to the old man dead from a wolf attack. And they see the monster and they think that he killed the old man. And that's why they attacked the monster. That's my translation. But doing that in real time, not having read it before, is just very, very difficult, it turns out. Let's go over to the other side and work in some dispatches. Join us on the show. Send yours over now, thenewsjunkie.com. Here is Flip talking about cruises. He says all cruises are for trash people. Ouch. Jeez.
Sorry, I got to rail on cruises a little bit. My family and I went on a cruise this summer. It was supposed to be a big family vacation, and I did enjoy spending time with my family. It was a great time hanging with them. Other than that, everything else sucked. It was a brand new ship. I think we went on one of the first cruises of the that the ship took.
Yeah.
I won't say which line it was with, but they did call me yesterday and asked me if I thought about my next vacation. I said, yeah, I thought long and hard, and I'll never go on a goddamn boat again. Yeah, the pools and hot tubs are like human soup.
Yes.
Everybody was packed in there like nuts to butts. And the amount that I paid was $6,660.66 for three of us in a decent
that sounds
cabin.
like a problem.
Which I should have known right then, because the cabin that they put me in was $10,666.
Bro, what? There's red flags. It cost you $6,666.66 and you're in cabin 666? Is that what he said? Cabin 666?
Like he said $666.
$666? No, it had to be more than that.
So, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I doomed myself right off the bat. And sorry, Jimmy, later today, and sorry, Sean, that you booked a cruise, because cruises are for trash people.
Trash people in general, he says. All right, okay. I don't care about these things as much. I just want Courtney to have a vacation that she's excited about. She deserves one. That's what I'm going for here. And she got into this idea. She'd never been on a cruise in her life. She wanted to go on a cruise. And then she just picked this one, and it looks great. But it does look like there's a lot of old people on it. Now, what I'll say for this princess cruise, the Sky Princess that we're going on, is that it doesn't look like it's a human soup situation. It doesn't look like it's dudes.
No, it's more like human gumbo.
It's not human gumbo. It's not. There's no Margaritaville. There's no Jimmy Buffett.
It's Mardi Gras, dude. Come on. You're mixing Mardi Gras and Margaritaville. It's two different styles.
Yeah.
I know, but what?
Idiot.
I feel like this is what I would have got on the Margaritaville cruise, though. No?
No, you get all Jimmy Buffett all the time.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. They'll play some Zydeco, won't they, on a Jimmy Buffett cruise?
You ever listen
You
to
guys
Jimmy
are
Buffett?
wrong. Yes, okay. You're going to tell me you go to Margaritaville, the restaurant, and you're not hearing Zydeco along with Jimmy Buffett songs?
That is correct.
Not like exclusively.
You go to Pat O'Brien's for the Zydeco.
I think Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville plays at least some Zydeco songs.
Whatever
I
you
think
say.
they do. I think they do because that's what their vibes are. They're like New Orleans, party, island, cruising. I mean, more island and cruising and flip-flops than New Orleans. but a
Authentic
little.
music from the island of New Orleans.
No, I understand that New Orleans isn't an island, though it's quite close. I understand that. But I think that Zydeco culture...
Couple hurricanes tried.
They did. It's not for a lack of trying. Zydeco culture and island culture are close, right?
There's
I think
they're close to each other, sure.
Yeah, Josh said that, but he didn't believe it. I know it. And you can't sneak that past me. That was the least interested sure I've ever heard in my life. He just doesn't believe it.
Oh, I
Am
could
I
sound
wrong?
less interested.
Dude
does that
challenge
sound
this
like?
man to sound less interested.
This is my interested voice. That's what he's saying here. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come
He
back,
can sound so much less interested. Just ask his wife.
Hey, this guy.
When we come back, here's what we're doing. When we come back, we got the next episode. Josh will probably go through some stories. Will there be a J-Lo story? I don't know.
No one knows.
There is sometimes. There is a lot of times, if I'm honest with you. But you never know what's going to happen next. That's one reason why hopefully you tune in, and we'll see together. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, and happy Wednesday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're in for another cold start. We'll see temperatures, though, rebound in a big way as we head into this afternoon. So after starting off the day in the 30s and 40s, we'll be expecting afternoon highs to climb into the upper 60s. That's still below normal, but we'll see a high of 69 degrees today in Orlando under sunny skies. Temperatures will rebound to the 80s by the end of this week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by AutoNation. It's the biggest savings of the year. AutoNation's annual sell down. Every vehicle is must-go priced. The AutoNation's annual sell down going on now. Shop and save now at AutoNation.com. Again, to shop, save, and get more information, go to AutoNation.com.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big-name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hey, Sabrina from the News Junkie here, and I just upgraded my washer and dryer at Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. They made it so easy. They actually listened, found what I needed, and got me a great deal. So skip the big box stores and go to Southeast Steel. Stop by their downtown Orlando warehouse or go to southeaststeel.net. Trust me, at Southeast Steel, you get the best deal.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
The free iHeartRadio app. Pure audio awesomeness.
The most live radio stations and the most podcasts.
And you can access them instantly by making them a preset.
And it's all 100% free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone.
The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anna Jar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. We'll see where that goes, and we'll see where you go, because your voice is wanted and appreciated, at least in some cases, over in this world. Record your thoughts, your video or audio dispatches at thenewsjunkie.com. Real quick, let me pay off this story. They accidentally sent out an emergency alert message in California, and everybody started freaking out about it. I don't know why, because unlike some of the other ones where they sent out these alerts and it was, what was the Hawaii one? Like there's an incoming missile attack.
Missile incoming.
I get it. I'd freak out. I think that's a big, giant mistake. This one said public safety message. It was dated yesterday, and it literally says, this is a test of the South Pasadena weather alert system.
Wait, that's not even a mistake. It's a test.
No, it's a test. There is no emergency. But I guess they mistakenly sent the test when they weren't actually supposed to be doing a test.
They literally didn't have to tell anybody that.
No. It says the message was intended to remain within the test system. What was unintentionally transmitted to the public. We apologize for any mistaken confusion. What would the confusion be? How absolutely brain dead are so many people in California that you look at your phone and see there's a no emergency text. It's a test text. It's a public safety message. And you're like, well, what do I do with this? I'm so scared right now. Well, how absolutely brain dead are you? This is like, I would look at this and go, okay, cool. They're testing out the emergency alert stuff. I get it. People freak out because everybody's dumb. Everybody's dumb sometimes. KTL viewers and staff members reported receiving the message. However, the total number of people who got the message was unclear. The message was intended to remain within the test system, but it wasn't. And it said it was a result of human error, not a malfunction of the platform used to send the emergency alerts. We're going to be okay, everybody. We're going to be okay. It literally says there is no emergency. So I don't know what the emergency is about.
We're going to find out, Jules.
We are. We're going to find out, Jules, indeed. Now we're going to find out something different. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Yeah, this resonates with me. I'm ugly.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Joshua Pinkman Fowler.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Wow, my name finally, after all these years.
That's not coming back. That was such a rough cut.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I like that.
You mean that wasn't the original version? With Joshua Pinkman Fowler.
We only had to get through a whole roast for me to finally get my name on the show.
Actually, that's exactly where the audio came from.
Yep. And who sponsored that roast, but none other than that mortgage guy, Don.
That's right. If you want to get yourself into your dream home, we're going to need somebody who knows the mortgage business, and that's that mortgage guy, Don. You can listen to him on the Home Loans Radio Show, or just if you have any questions, if you need his help, if you already have your dream home and you want to put want to take some money out as a line of credit to get a new pool, to get a heater, to get a new roof, well, he'll help you out with a HELOC. He is the expert in all of that, and you can get his help today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the book, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Indubitably, these guys... The Backstreet Boys.
The Backstreet Boys.
How'd you know? It's not like they said it in the song.
I just knew it.
AJ McLean, the lead singer that looks like a friend of ours, weirdly enough, wants to capitalize on a viral mashup of the old Backstreet Boys hit Everybody and a new Taylor Swift song, Elizabeth Taylor. This is the mashup that's gone viral.
Elizabeth Taylor, do you think it's forever?
Well,
apparently, AJ is just simply thrilled with that, and he wants Taylor to join him and the Backstreet Boys at his Vegas show at the Sphere one of these days.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah, those tickets are already expensive enough. I can't imagine adding Taylor to the bill there.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That might be a little bit pricey.
Yeah, so we'll see if that happens.
You actually might need to call that mortgage guy, Don, to finance tickets to that show.
Yeah, get your HELOC so you can go see Backstreet Boys and Taylor. On Kim Kardashian, Angry at Psychic Watch 2025, psychic Matt Frazier says that those 4 psychics that she said were wrong could still be right.
Oh, no.
According to Meet the Fraziers star Matt, I've never heard of this guy before, the spirit world operates on a different time frame than we do and doesn't communicate to mediums exactly when outcomes are to occur. He explained that it could be that she's going to pass this exam in the future, and this was just not the time, because 4 psychics said she would pass the bar, and she still has not done that yet.
I cannot believe the psychics weren't right. I cannot believe it.
I know. But
stay perfectly still, Josh. Stay perfectly still.
I'm doing my best. Pretty good, right? I'm not even moving my mouth.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's
crazy.
Was
quite the work.
All right, this lady.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter is correct, and she is going to star in and produce a new musical based on Alice in Wonderland for Universal Pictures.
I know the only reason I know that that's Sabrina Carpenter
How?
That SNL skit that they always use that song for, where they're talking about the dude that the wife cheats with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Knowing his name would really...
it would help out.
Really help this story here.
It's
but
really funny when you explain the sketch.
It's something Hispanic.
And then Chris Farley came in, right? And his jacket was real tight. And...
No, this is recent. He's dead.
Okay.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Who's not dead is Antonio Brown, who was in court in Florida this morning for the first time since his arrest for attempted murder, where the judge ruled the former NFL star could walk free ahead of his trial as long as he had the bond money. This morning, he was present at Miami-Dade Courthouse as the judge set bail at $25,000.
Domingo! That's what it was.
Coleman Domingo, nailed it. And ordered he be put on the most lax form of house arrest, in parentheses, level 3, I guess.
Damn.
Is the most lax form. He'll have to wear an ankle monitor.
He's getting the opposite of the Diddy treatment.
Yes.
Things are much better for him.
They're making it pretty easy on him. In June, an arrest warrant was issued, but AB wasn't in the country. That all changed last week when Brown was extradited from the United Arab Emirates and sent to New Jersey, where he spent a few days before coming back to Florida. Antonio's lawyer argued he wasn't intending to flee and simply went to Dubai for business, and then I guess decided to stay there for 5 months or so. What are you going to do about that? This guy, the composer,
John Williams.
John Williams is correct. And the Hollywood Bowl has named its stage after him.
Oh, cool.
Well deserved. The composer behind some of the most iconic movie themes of the last 70 years.
What's your favorite from John Williams, Josh? What's
Home
your
Alone.
favorite? That's a good one. That is a
That's why I
good
played
theme. The Home Alone theme's tops.
I used to
Did
have...
he do Jurassic Park?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one,
He did
too.
Jurassic Park, Jaws, Star Wars. They put Fiddler on the Roof on here for some reason, as if that was a big deal.
He got his start doing like minor TV stuff, like the incidental music in between scenes in Gilligan's Island.
Mm-hmm.
Like they finish some dumb Gilligan joke, and you hear like
that's what he did.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Good for him.
And then he
to
did
go from
Star
that
Wars.
to be like he is the guy in terms of movie music, is he not?
Oh
yeah.
The most famous conductor or whatever for those types of theme songs, and there's nobody better, I don't think.
5-time Oscar-winning composer. Very happy that the iconic Hollywood Bowl stage has been named for him.
What was the news theme that he did? There was a really popular. I don't know if it was it ABC or CNN that he composed and conducted like the theme song for.
CNN,
it was very iconic.
The voice for CNN was James Earl Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what John Williams did.
You remember? Was
that NBC Nightly News? Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
No, in 1985, NBC commissioned Williams to compose a television news music package for various network sports.
I mean,
or network news spots. So
yeah, might have been that.
Yeah, he sent him a package. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
He sure
That's
did.
what they ordered. Yeah.
They loved his package.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of someone who loves someone's package,
Jennifer Lopez.
J-Lo.
She is desperate to get back with Ben Affleck.
Oh, my
apparently.
According to
an insider.
See, Lane, when Josh does the next episode, we really get the granularity in J-Lo's life.
Yeah.
We get, like, on a day when there's not a lot for him to pull from in the J-Lo world, but he has to keep the bit going, we get the granularity. We find out
I'm just glad I didn't have to pull a she wore a dress story. For
tomorrow
this
we're going to find out she sneezed.
Yes, it happens. They broke up recently. Affleck, 53, served as an executive producer on her movie Kiss of the Spider-Woman, which stars J-Lo.
That one didn't do well.
They were snuggling up during a surprise red carpet reunion. This insider said J-Lo had a wonderful time with Ben and says he's as sexy and wonderful forever. And in her mind, they're destined to be together again, plain and simple.
Till we see another paparazzi shot of him just outside smoking, looking like he hates life.
Why does this insider sound like Ben Affleck? Like the insider's like, they're great together. Ben Affleck, so immensely talented, very nice guy, huge dong. He's the best.
Sources previously said how Ben found J-Lo narcissistic and controlling, while she grew frustrated by his grumpy attitude and stubborn refusal to embrace the spotlight of prom king and queen of Hollywood.
Get with it.
Oh, Benjamin. And on the boob, too, tonight you have The Golden Bachelor on ABC, which I have not really been watching.
Neither has anybody.
And Ben Stiller's on Fallon, and Matthew Broderick's on Myers, and I didn't know any of the other people listed for the other shows. And that is your next episode.
There it goes. Look at that. Look at that. A little subdued.
I feel like John Williams.
Yeah.
Too kind.
We're going to name a bowl after you. Unfortunately, it is not going to be a venue.
Like a cereal bowl.
He's lucky to get a soup bowl.
It'll be a toilet bowl at iHeartRadio. We will name the Joshua Fowler Bowl.
And then I'm going to christen it.
Yep, stall 1. 4th floor, stall 1, the Joshua Fowler Bowl from here forward. Just amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Back in a moment, we've got these new emails in the Epstein world. What are those all about? A very awkward interaction that's got 6 million views. What is everybody reacting to? And a whole lot more, honestly. It's a Wednesday that you don't want to miss, so stick with us because that's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
You won't be running into any trouble on the major roadways affecting your ride. Just some familiar delays starting to pile up. Heading through the city, there's congestion. There's slowdowns on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. There's lanes still blocked eastbound and westbound on State Road 46 between Orange Boulevard and International Parkway. Look out for emergency crews on the roadways there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen,
Today has been a tough day so far. A lot of stuff is going on. Skull mic activated. Hello, welcome in. Folks, keep it together with me, and everything will be normal soon, I promise. They probably will. I'm lying.
I found a vintage looking 70s title.
Okay.
Look how cool it is.
That's cool.
And then for opening titles, for opening ones, like I can have it say Ross Patton.
Okay.
As far as the opening goes, I have a regular one, Ross McCoy, whatever, each one of them says something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Have it play during that 30-second, weird thing.
Yeah.
Figure out that music you sent. It doesn't have to be all these words. I can make it just say Josh Fowler. You know what I mean?
What about, what other options do we have besides pumpkin? For the that part?
There's just that.
That's the only one we have?
Yeah, I mean, these are all titles. So they can, I can make them say all. They could say.
Yeah. So we can make any of these the holiday music.
Yeah.
Like that. I like that one a little better. I like that one. I don't know if I like the pumpkin one.
That was just the first one.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah.
Give that a shot. Let me know.
Grab some Halloween.
Do it, man. It's good for you.
I know.
Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says hi for us.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Godspeed. Can you show us the cat? No. Okay, honestly, the video shot of me, the main shot, today, better, worse? I see somebody saying the hat casts a shadow. Well, I mean, I'm always going to get a little shadow. But I can't, do the show and see it at the same time. I'll have to look afterwards.
Like the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions, because as your breath should
Let me
be.
take a peek.
As fresh as your food. Go to Zelmans.com. That's ZELMINS.
And the problem is, this is on my phone, so it's not exactly
off your first order. Zelmans.com.
a big, great way to look at it.
That doesn't mean it's easy. At Galen
Out of here.
we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors to help keep you on track from day one. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at Galen College.
I mean, it seems pretty in focus.
Historic utility rate hikes are coming, the biggest in U.S. history. But you can fight back with solar.
Austin just tried to focus the camera in, and people were saying there was something weird about it, but I don't know if I believe them.
40% on your power bill.
You can't trust the people.
I
I only trust some of the people. Some of you I trust, and when I see you give me feedback, I'm like, aha, there's good feedback. Sometimes it's no good. It's fine. Did they ever solve the fireball over the Space Coast? The fireball over Central Florida was, I believe, a Chinese space debris thing. Is your employer paying for all these upgrades, or is this out of your own pocket? This is funded by your mother. She's mostly funding this. The agreement is that after the show, I just ritualistically plow her. Like I lean in. I place all of my weight onto her. And I give her my loving. And then she funds the studio. That's the arrangement so far.
When the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit.
The lighting looks better, does it?
We came through for you. That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that. Call Farah.
No, the iHeart funds precisely nothing in this room. You think iHeart's funding any of this? iHeart's not funding any of it. I wish iHeart was funding some of it.
If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist has got work to fix it. Guaranteed your money back.
90 seconds and we're coming back live. What's wrong with my shirt? Now you guys are off on my shirt? Does the shirt look okay?
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors,
Oh,
now
sure,
is
right?
the perfect time because Renewal by Anderson.
Think Forrest is going to lie to me? He says it looks fine.
For a limited time, get 20% off all.
Stop eating my fruit snacks when you leave my mom's, Sean? No.
Here's the really
I
good
refuse.
news. Buy now and pay nothing for 2 full years.
1 minute.
That's right, 0 down and 0 payments until 2020.
All right, we're coming back here,
Renewal
friend.
by Anderson's acclaimed impact windows and doors are built for Florida homes.
Second half of the show is on.
Humidity and hurricanes, while helping you save on energy bills year-round.
What could go
And
wrong?
With their smart sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light while reducing heat loss and boosting your comfort. William agrees and says our horizontal slide window from Renewal by Anderson is beautiful. The quality rises above the rest. Their installation is very professional, a very good experience. I recommend Renewal by Anderson. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process and 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I recommend Renewal by Anderson. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process and 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. CASH. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio 104.1.
Broadcasting live from the world's most dysfunctional think tank. This is the...
At least I think so. It's chaos this week, but that's just how it is this time of year. We're working on some things, and we want to hear from you in the meantime. So send a dispatch, record yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. Allegedly, they're winding down this government shutdown. The shutdown is shutting down. It's over with. They're done with this stuff. And then we learned yesterday that they were squeaking in some completely unrelated nonsense from allegedly the liquor companies and their K Street lobbyists. And
can they hurry up with at least the shutdown part? Because we're still sweating over this flight I got to take next week.
No.
And old Sean Duffy said, oh, yeah, the government's going to turn back on. But we don't know. It's the flights might still not be right.
And I hear, C-Lane, you can't even buy your way out of it because they said private flights are also impacted by this stuff. The FAA is like, you're still using FAA resources, so even if you're flying private, it can still delay your flight.
Yeah, but that depends on what airport you're flying in and out of. The FAA is not slowing down flights at the executive.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to be fine. You got enough time. They're working on the shutdown being stopped probably in a couple of days here, if not the vote going through today. And then it takes a little time to unwind everything from there. But they snuck in this thing about THC and hemp products in the government shutdown at the last minute. And there's some good news about this. All right. The first thing that I think is good news about this is if it does go through and part of this has this hemp ban that would get rid of all the THC drinks at your liquor store that you might have been enjoying, like me. I think they're great. I think they help you drink less alcohol. If you drink a bunch of alcohol, I think they help you sleep. If you have problems sleeping, they're a godsend.
Nice little body buzz. It's different from being drunk, but it's still kind of nice. And you're right, it does nicely put me down.
And when I've tried all these other things to get sleep, I find that everything has a problem. Like melatonin, your dreams are weird and they suck. You don't feel great when you wake up. Everything has a thing. But the THC drinks, the ones that I have, they're called Nowadays. I only have half a can, which is 5 milligrams. It's not that much at all, but it is like this beautiful thing that just gently sends me off to sleep, and I swear by it. And now they tried to work this in because of the liquor lobby, and they're trying to shut down these THC drinks. So the good news is, even if this does go through, it doesn't take effect for 1 calendar year. That's one thing that I saw that was good news. It doesn't take effect for 1 year. So I would imagine that they'll be able to sort that out. That seems like something very much designed, by the way, by Washington, where they tell the liquor lobby people, sure, we'll work in a ban on this thing that basically shuts down these THC drink companies. We'll do that. That benefits the liquor companies, but we'll delay it for a year to give those companies 365 days to get their own lobbyists to also give us a whole bunch of money so we can roll this back. That's how Washington works. And when you hear me say K Street, I'm talking about the literal street in Washington where all these high-dollar lobbyists exist. iHeartRadio, the very company that pays our salaries, they have lobbyists. The radio industry has lobbyists. Everything that Hollywood has lobbyists. Anything that's big enough to. The Jews have lobbyists. The Muslims have lobbyists. Josh Fowler has lobbyists. Everybody. He's got 5 lobbyists, people. Everybody's got them. And now they've tried to make a change here. But we're watching to see when the vote goes down here in a bit. And that would technically end the government shutdown. And then hopefully the most important thing of this is that the THC drinks aren't affected. Fingers crossed on that.
Also, in that year, other changes can be made. We could just go full. What do you call it? Recreational.
They
won't have to worry about it.
100%. That could happen. So the year thing is nice. The year thing is good. I like that. I hope that they roll this back because I think it's a overall net good for most Americans. And I kid to say that this is the most important thing in it. But obviously the government shutdown is going to be rolled back here very, very soon. Meanwhile, another thing that we're looking at today, and we'll go on a couple of different fun routes here momentarily, but I'm bringing up the CNN story about these allegedly newly released Epstein emails. Epstein. And CNN says this in the headline. Epstein mentioned Trump multiple times in private emails, new release shows. So the emails are obviously not new. Epstein is dead. Whether you believe he offed himself or not, that's a whole different question. But he is definitely dead. The emails are not new. But they've been released by these Democrats in the House Oversight Committee. Now, this says, here's the story from CNN. Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender whose death by suicide has spawned intense scrutiny of the high-profile people he knew, mentioned Donald Trump by name multiple times.
This is one of the nicer ways I've heard Jeffrey Epstein introduced in news stories. Some of them just are like, renowned pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Of all the things you want to be renowned for, that ain't one of them.
They go ruthless with some of the ways they introduce him. And fine, like I'm not mad about it at all.
Yeah, convicted sex offender is what they used here. He mentioned Donald Trump by name multiple times in private correspondence over the last 15 years with an associate and author in Trump's orbit, they said, according to newly released emails from the Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. Now, a couple of things that are wishy-washy on the truth here, but let's get into it. The emails to longtime Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who was convicted of sex trafficking after his death, and the author Michael Wolff include conversations in which Epstein asserts Trump spent significant time with a woman whom oversight Democrats describe as a victim of Epstein's sex trafficking. So the first thing I want to tackle is an author in Trump's orbit, all right? The story says this was correspondence with an author in Trump's orbit. I don't know how you feel when you hear that, but I usually feel like an author in Trump's orbit means that this is somebody that likes him, that this is somebody that's like in his world and somebody that supports him. That couldn't be further from the truth. The author, and they name him, is Michael Wolff. He's a journalist, a muckraker type who gets involved in stories like this. And Michael Wolff was emailing with Jeffrey Epstein. Both of these people, by the way, are not ideologically aligned with Trump. They're both Democrats. Michael Wolff and Epstein was a huge Democratic donor at the time. They were working together to see how they could make Trump look bad. That was what was happening in these emails. But let's see if the CNN says it that way. The emails to longtime Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell and author Michael Wolff include conversations in which Epstein asserts Trump spent significant time with a woman who they describe as a victim of the trafficking. I think that was the woman who worked at Mar-a-Lago. The emails also include a message in which Epstein asserts Trump, quote, knew about the girls, seemingly in reference to Trump's claim that he kicked Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago club for poaching young women who worked there, according to the newly released emails. So that doesn't really seem bad to me. Maybe that's just me. If Trump knew about the girls, but he's saying, yeah, he knew about the girls, which is why he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for him taking these young women and poaching them over to his estate. The emails were released Wednesday, and they were obtained after subpoenaing the Epstein estate earlier this year. Trump did not receive or send any of the messages, which predated his time as president, and he's not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing. These stories are Wolff told CNN, I don't quite remember the context, but I was engaged in an in-depth conversation with him about his relationship with Trump. That seems to be part of the conversation. And then they release some of the emails here between Ghislaine Maxwell and everybody else involved. In one email, it says, I want you to realize, this was Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell, I want you to realize that dog hasn't barked. Wait, I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted spent hours at my house with him. He never once has been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. And Ghislaine Maxwell said, I've been thinking about that. I don't know what the hell that means. I mean, there's not a lot of context to it, so I don't even know what that means. They're talking about Virginia Giuffre, who worked at Mar-a-Lago. Her father was a maintenance worker at Mar-a-Lago, got her a job as a locker room attendant. And she said Trump couldn't have been friendlier, said, that he liked her and was nice to her and stuff. But then Epstein was stealing the young girls from Mar-a-Lago, and that's what caused a rift between the two. So I don't know if there's anything like really super weird in here. It's just stuff that does happen to mention Epstein and Trump, and Epstein was mentioning Trump by name. But let me know if you had a different take on this or what you think of it. Send over a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com, and we'll tackle that when it comes. The most interesting stuff back and forth is this journalist, Michael Wolff, who was saying, hey, the CNN Republican primary debate, they're afterwards going to mention you. He said this to Epstein. If we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be, according to this email? Wolf said, I think you should let him hang himself of Trump. If he, says he hasn't been on a plane or to the House, that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or hang him. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt. Of course, it's possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed by the Trump regime.
And that's how Jeffrey Epstein got the idea.
He said, I'll keep that in mind.
Hang.
I know what I can do with this.
I'm getting the hang of this.
You know what is interesting to me reading these emails? Mm-hmm. Not only did Jeffrey Epstein have a Gmail, which seems like it makes him seem like such a normal person, using a Gmail, but he's one of those people who, and I think we've definitely talked about this with Moses more than once, but he finishes his email with, the information contained in this communication is confidential, may be attorney-client privileged, may constitute inside information, and is intended only for the use of the addressee. It is the property of JEE. Unauthorized use, disclosure, or copying of this communication or any part thereof is strictly prohibited and may be unlawful. If you receive this communication in error, please notify us immediately by return email or by email to his Gmail and destroy this communication and all copies thereof, including all attachments. Copyright, all rights reserved.
Is that like the Facebook post that you own the rights to all these images?
It's kind of like
Zuckerberg.
That. But I think when we've talked with this about with Moses about this, it's like what you're trying to do by putting this text at the end of an email is like forcing somebody into some agreement or contract that they won't release anything that's in the email.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think you can just force somebody into an agreement like that.
No, that seems weird. Put that on the list, though. Let's ask Mo.
We'll ask him again.
Yeah, let's ask him again. Let's say, Mo, we forgot what your response was.
But I mean, in this particular case, I think I know what his response may be as it relates to Jeffrey Epstein. If he's trying to put this at the end of an email just to be like, whoa, if there are any attachments in here that aren't quite savory, and they happen to go to the wrong person, you must destroy them and not send them to the authorities, whom I probably already have control of anyway.
Like if some rando emailed me and they had some just shocking news attached to the email, but then they had that little piece of information like, nope, you must destroy this, blah, 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 blah. I feel like I could just ignore it. I think that I can ignore that. I might be wrong about that. I might find myself in some legal trouble, but we'll find out at some point in time here in the near future. Unfettered says, Sean talks like these two really didn't hang out or knew each other. I mean, the videos and pictures really don't lie. Who's suggesting that? You're fighting a shadow, my friend. I have no idea what you're talking about. There is obviously photos showing Epstein and Trump hanging out with each other. But if we're here to say that that is evidence of some nefarious stuff, I have bad news for you on the Clinton front as well, my friend. Because Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire. He was a political donor. He was hobnobbing with all sorts of famous people, famous politicians, and bigwigs, all the way up to the royal family, as you know, from Andrew and everything going on. And a lot of these people liked him. A lot of these people disliked him. He seemed to not get along with Trump that well. He seemed to not really get on with him. And Trump booted him out of Mar-a-Lago. That much is true. And you see that in these emails. So I don't know if it's the dunk that you're thinking it is. But, yeah, I mean, there are photos of the two of them together. So clearly they knew each other. That's absolutely true. I don't know what that means, but clearly that is true. Emails coming in on this and many other things. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Meanwhile, would you do this? Would you do this, Joshua Fowler?
I don't want to answer before I know what it is.
I'll tell you first.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Let's say doctors tell you, and I don't want this to happen to you at all.
I thought when you said, I'll tell you first, you were just going to tell him he would do it. Josh, you would 100% do this.
I don't know if he would be okay with this, honestly, C-Lane. But let's say a doctor said, and I don't want the doctor to give you this info, but the doctor says, Josh, we need to perform a surgery on you. The surgery is going to help you out big time and make you feel better for the rest of your life. And you say, okay, good. All right. I trust the doctors.
Lobotomy.
I need this surgery. And then they said, the good news is we can do it right now. The news you might not be comfortable with is the doctor is not here. The doctor is going to do this remotely. And in this case, doctors from the U.S. and U.K. have performed the world's first ever remote-controlled surgery. Surgeons in Scotland used a robot to remove a blood clot in a human cadaver that was located at a university facility all the way across the city. Hours later, and over 4,000 miles away in Jacksonville, Florida, a doctor used the groundbreaking technology to operate on the same body. So they were passing off this long distance technology. Doctors in Scotland were working on this cadaver and removing this blood clot. And then they handed it off digitally to somebody in Jacksonville, Florida. And Dr. Ricardo Hanel
what?
Used the technology to, Dr. Hanel. He used the technology to operate on the very same body. Science fiction turns to reality, man. Hanel did it.
This is not new.
This is new.
No, they've had the robots, but they never really operated them from a distance, I don't think.
No. They've never.
Why have the robot?
There have been remote surgeries, I think. C-Lane, fact check this if you can.
I have performed remote surgery on an operation game.
That doesn't count. It's not even close. I think
it's the same machine.
I think it might be unique because they were able to work in conjunction with each other, and they were working as a team.
Another
from
three-way call here.
Away. Yeah, kind of in a way.
What if your internet goes out while you're doing the surgery?
That's why you need multiple doctors connected.
I guess so.
You think I get mad when there's internet issues? Oh God. Yeah, if you're trying to remove an organ or something and the internet starts dumping out,
you can't put the rest of this body in best of.
No. You could try, though, and I might. When we come back, a man learned something really shocking about his prized possession, and you're going to hear how he reacts when all hell breaks loose. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show, because therapy is expensive. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You won't be running into any...
Dull Mike, what's happening? I'm going to switch this over here. Hello, chatters. Nice to see you. You all look beautiful. Everybody, all of you, just cream of the crop. Top notch. I really wish it was Thursday, but tomorrow I'll get my wish. Tomorrow I'll get my wish. What's up, Steffa P, Amy, Tanya, Lee Road? Creme of the cock. I don't know why that was funny. Hanel? Not to my knowledge. Secret shows tomorrow, yes. Did I get a haircut today? No. I need one. I'm going to go back to hammer and nails one of these days. I need a day that the wife is off of work, that I could just be like, all right, I'm taking like an hour and a half, and I'm going over there and I'm getting it all of it, getting all the razor cuts, the different towels, the hot towels, the cold towels, the masks, all of it. Beefy King, hello. It would be flattering if you were really the representative of actual Beefy King. What's the redacted part of the email? I don't know. Just have Josh watch Jackson. That would be a definite. That would be an adventure for Josh. and probably for Jackson. But, Sean and Forrest are playing with toys right now. Oh, you guys are... there was almost some correct. Isn't the Monsters having a barber come in the studio Friday? This is the first I've heard of it. Thank you, Vicky. I'll be a decent dad. To Dan's point, it says the mention of redacted was the name of a victim. On one of the emails on CNN, it did say over the redaction, like victim or victim name or something like that. I had the website up. Where is it? Yeah, it just says, it's a big black bar, but it says victim in white text over the black bar. And that was the one that said... I want you to realize the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. And then the different thing said victim, and then just says Mar-a-Lago, and then another big redaction. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Jillian to stop. And then that weird legal disclaimer at the end of the email, which I've even seen people in my own company that used to have those legal disclaimers. And like some of them said things that could be true. Like, I don't know if this was something that they passed around iHeart, but because people in this building send back and forth a lot of commercials and a lot of like voiceover work, they used to have like, they put disclaimers at the end of an email that was like, you cannot use this for any, anything other than it's intended for, like any sort of advertising, any on-air or on-hold music. There was a whole thing that people used to use, and if you're using something that you didn't pay for like that, sure, but I think just trying to rope somebody into some agreement by simply putting shit like that at the end of an email is not going to be something that holds legal weight or water or one of those. Also, in the case of Epstein, if he's trying to, like, if he accidentally sent somebody some child porn or something gross like that, then even if it were like a legally binding agreement, legally binding agreements cannot protect violations of the law. So like a non-disclosure agreement cannot protect somebody who's committing crimes. Even though I'm sure plenty of people have tried that. And probably plenty of people have gotten away with it. Legal water weight. I could probably lose some of that legal water weight. But yeah, excited for Secret Shows tomorrow. I'll be even more excited when it in fact is tomorrow. Just seems like it would be nicer if it were tomorrow. What's everybody watching on... Thank you, Unfettered, for you. What's everybody watching on TV? Because I think I'm in like an in-between. Although I think tonight I have High Potential. I can't wait for the third episode of Pluribus. I think people are slowly getting on board. I heard Angel mentioning Pluribus a little bit. I am cat butthole. I am already there. But Pluribus is creating a new semi-argument between the wife and I. Oh, this is a keyword. You've already heard the keyword. It's cash. Welcome to Derry. Yeah, I need to be in the mood for Welcome to Derry because I know it's pretty out there. Jimmy was waxing poetic about it when he first saw it. He's like, "You got to watch Welcome to Derry." So I'll try that out. Anyway, back to the show.
Magic, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Tackling sensitive subjects with unparalleled irreverence.
Comments flowing in. Good stuff, I'm sure. Good stuff as always, I'm sure. Keep those flowing in. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put that in the email. Sealand, are you still pushing this pluribus show on people? Is that what's happening on Skull Mike?
Well, we were talking about it, and I was actually asking people what they were watching, and a couple people were saying watch pluribus, and I was like, oh, I'm already there. I'm already there. It's really good.
Yeah.
I like immediately wanted to rewatch the first 2 episodes after I watched them.
You know, it is starting to get a lot of traction. I don't know if Courtney's going to want to watch this or not, but it is starting to get enough traction, so it's on my radar. I'm like, all right, probably have to watch this at some point in time. Currently, we're watching something that I thought we would never watch, but we watched all the... What a dick. Fair enough. But the
roast
show
is over, man. You had your glory. You had your glory.
I'm like those Japanese soldiers that lived in the jungle and never admitted the war ended.
Yeah. You're like, I always bring this up, but you're like the bit Will Ferrell did on SNL where they were doing the attack ads against each other, the politicians were, and Will Ferrell won. But still, years later, he's still doing attack ads against the guy that he beat. And the guy's like, you won. What's going on? Why are you still
I'm sorry, is that not exactly what's happening now?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
True.
That's what I'm getting at here. But anyhow, the Pluribus show, it's on my radar. We're going to watch it. But we're watching that dramatized version of the Alec Murdaugh, the attorney who killed his family.
Is it worth watching because we like knowing what we know and watching the first one? Like this one's obviously it's a drama, so it's acted out.
I think so because the acting is so good. The way they put it together is really good. You're not going to really learn anything new if you already saw the docuseries. You'll know about Alec Murdaugh being a corrupt attorney, and you'll know about his drug problems and his son and all those issues.
Have you, 2 questions are coming to mind. First of all, have you seen them take any artistic license with the story? Like, have you seen anything go down in the show where you went, well, I watched the documentary and that doesn't add up. It's not the same.
The one thing I questioned, they made it like he was hiding his drug habit, which I'm sure he was, right?
Which
this
one?
very
Which
famous
Murdaugh?
attorney, the main Murdaugh guy, Alec Murdaugh, the main attorney dude. They made it like he was hiding his massive pill addiction that he was spending all his money on, but he was hiding it in like a Zyn tin. And I said, I don't know if Zyn was out when this guy had this stuff. Maybe they were kind of pretending it was a tobacco thing or whatever.
Yeah, Zyn, the Zyn container looks like a can of dip, right?
Yeah, but it just for some reason it comes off as if it's like a Zyn container,
right?
In this, just the way it opens a little bit more seems like that. Instead of a perfect separation, there's like a little cut in there, and I thought that was a little weird. But mostly, it seems really accurate and fair to the story. And the acting, like the son, oh God, he's a really good actor. The dad.
Second question, much like the documentary, do they have like 4 different ways of saying that last name? Because when we watched the documentary, it was Murdaugh.
They talk about
Murdoch or Murtaugh. I mean, there seemed to be very many ways that people would say this.
That comes up. Yeah, it's not totally all out yet, but Feral Kitten says, so I could skip this one. The docu was great. If you liked it and you like those kind of dramatic shows, then it's worth watching this because the acting really is that good. It's fun to watch. I mean, you ever see those shows where when you're watching it makes you want to drink because people are partying and stuff in the show? It's one of those shows. I'm sitting down and we're watching. I'm like, I know this is supposed to encourage me not to want to do bad stuff, but it's kind of making me want to try this out a little bit. That was good. But people keep going with C-Lane here on this Pluribus show from the creators of Breaking Bad. And I told you the 2-sentence outline of it just sounded miserable to me. But I'm being assured that it's not miserable, that it is actually good.
I think they were trying to be very vague about what the show was going to be about when they wrote that little blurb about, because you're right, it doesn't sound like, I even read it before the show and I go, I don't know about this, but I believe in Vince Gilligan and I really like Rhea Seehorn. She was fantastic in Better Call Saul. And so I'm definitely going to give this a shot. Yeah. And we sat down to watch it over the weekend, and it was really good. The first episode was like really spooky, and you don't know, you're trying to figure out in your head what's going on. There's a weird countdown that keeps showing on the screen every now and then it gets really odd, really scary. Not really scary.
Is the whole thing out right now?
No, only 2 episodes are out. Episode 3 is called Grenade, and it drops on Friday.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to get on board with this. We're going to have to watch it at some point in time.
But
Courtney's watching 11 different shows at once, but we'll work it in.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but one thing that has happened is, like, I think I tried to explain this on Monday. Ashley and I are now divided on how we would approach this situation were we put in the shoes of the main character, and she is on the I want to save the world front. And
you guys would not save the world?
And no, Ashley is on the I want to save the world front.
All right.
And I am on the what can I do? How can I make this situation the best for me? I want to party. I want to do things. I want to just milk as much as I can out of this situation. And
You've heard of America First? This is C-Lane First.
Well,
this is specific.
And there are other characters in the show that are more my side. I kind of side with them, even though there are some questions about some of the things they do. You'll get it when you start watching. So you're saying like
different viewpoints are showcased in the feature itself?
Yes.
Which I like. I like that kind of stuff. I like when it's not all just like some one-sided stupid thing.
Yeah, you might find yourself going, I think I would more want to do this. And Courtney would be like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. You should want to do that. That's where we're at.
I think I'm probably going to side with you. I think I'm going to be on like, what can happen for me in this circumstance? How can we make this better? Well, when we come back, we'll get to you, a bunch of people emailing the show. I want to hit up those emails before jury duty. And then inside jury duty, we'll get to some people who just signed AI deals that I think are out of their mind. A dad who jumped from his car with 3 kids in the back seat, and an update on that 18-year-old who died on a Carnival cruise ship. All of that and more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Let's tip off with hoops where the Magic will try to take down the Red.
Hello! Welcome behind the scenes. This is called School Mike. It's good to see you. Sorry, chaos today. It's been chaos. But we go through the chaos to make things better. Don't we? That's what we're doing.
It's just as deadly as driving the car and carries the same penalties. Be as safe at sea as you are on land. Visit myfwc.com for more info.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad. You know, with that PCZ, they gave me a whole ass webcam for free. I mean, not for free, but they gave me a whole 1080p webcam. Anybody want a free webcam? They do. They must. It's not that it was expensive and they just figured they'd throw it in. It's because they love them.
Here, check it.
Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest automation store now. Limit term financing approved at 90-day deferred payment. Interest and first week of purchase. See store details. Imagine a holiday season without sneezing, sinus headaches, or
I can add like that. So.
Aspire
I think it's great.
treatments that meet your budget and lifestyle. So you're not watching monthly allergy shots like with most allergists. And you may be close to getting so your visit could be covered. Don't let allergies or sinus issues ruin
Getting
your
jumped up.
Aspire can have you breathing easy in no time. Visit AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Did you know Kia sells more new cars in Central Florida than any brand except one? If you're shopping for your next ride, chances are you're already thinking Kia. With 3 convenient locations,
I like where it's going.
Central Florida's largest selections, Greenway Kia.
That needs to be like Ryan Holmes needs to be censored in there. All these need to be like just. Well, yeah, Ryan Holmes needs to be pulled over. Yeah. I would just line them up.
And that's only doing that because it's that we
It's Thursday. New Hard Rock Bet rewards are dropping.
Yeah, but if we get that going, that's awesome.
And we're talking
I like it a lot.
bets, deposit matches, parlay insurance.
I think it's pretty cool.
I'll do that kind of drop. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5.
Bro, yesterday Robot Sean was chaos. I'm pretty sure it was an AI show. It was not, I promise.
Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY.
3 minutes.
That mortgage guy Don is part of the Real Radio family, and that means
And we're back with Jury Duty Plus. And man that watches his prized vehicle get destroyed. I'll share it with you next.
Like refinancing or buying your first dream home, you got to work with someone who has your best interest in mind. And it's that mortgage guy Don. Get peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguydon.com and work with an expert and a friend that you can trust.
That mortgage guy Don.
I've seen Roofmax on TV. But what you really want to know is, can it help you avoid an expensive roof replacement?
All right, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Breaking news. It is officially happening. Breaking news.
In as little as 7 years.
The U.S. Mint has just officially ended production of the penny. The penny is RIP right now. RIP the penny. As of this moment, the U.S. Mint has just ended production of the penny. There's a couple out there still, though. 90 seconds. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. But I think it's good. I don't think we need to be making pennies in 2025. All right? Agree, chat, or disagree? I don't think we need to be making pennies in 2025, for God's sake. What's left that you can buy with a penny? We could fix this. We don't need it. All right. Here we go.
Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, it saved time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
I'm not abandoning you. I'm not abandoning you, chat. I promise. I'm not. I'm not leaving to get cigarettes, okay?
How's that flu, babe? Did you take Dayquil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the Dayquil.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. Dayquil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Rasmussen University is where passion meets education, offering over 60 career-focused programs ranging from nursing and early childhood education to business and IT. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up, there's a path here built for your goals. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
On a crazy Wednesday on the show. Couldn't do it without you. Honest to God, could not get through the day without you. And if you'd like to learn more about the show, go to thenewsjunkie.com. Couple of things before jury duty. This is just breaking moments ago. Big news rolling in the money world, everybody. Let's listen in.
For the penny, the Treasury Department is phasing out the 1-cent coin after more than 200 years. It's got a lot of sentimentality in this, I think. Fox Business's Edward Lawrence is at the U.S. Mint in Philly. One of my first trips with my parents was to a copper mine.
Don't care about your personal story. The U.S. Mint has announced that they are stopping production as of right now, today, of the penny. The penny is R.I.P. It will be no more. And the U.S. Mint has said, see you later. The thing is, I wonder, what about the very last one of the production line? Is that worth a bunch of money? Is it
worth any 1/100th of a dollar?
Is it only worth 1 cent? Is that all we're gonna get?
I think somebody, puts it in a case, puts it in a plaque, something. It gets hung up at the mint. This is the very last penny ever made.
It probably does, right? Very last one off of the shelf.
I mean, you're the mint. You could just make one more penny.
They could if they wanted to, but they're stopping. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia has set up the press for the final penny as the 1-cent coin has been canceled. It looks like Josh is just really excited about this.
I'm pumped.
For those of you who are... It looks frozen on Josh, just really excited about it.
I've been trying to get rid of this penny for so long, and I'm just so happy.
That webcam always does this. I don't know why. There's a webcam that makes everything freeze. Anyhow, so that's happening right now. The U.S. Mint has decided they're printing their final penny. That's that. Before jury duty, let me work in this because I mentioned it earlier. A man in Perth is very, very upset. He loved his new Audi. And he parked at, and I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these. In big cities, a lot of times they'll have these parking machines. And you put your car in there, and then you can recall your car, almost like a Carvana thing. And then you'll bring down your car that you parked in the parking garage. And that can be fine. It could be entertaining even to stack cars like that. But sometimes not so much because this guy's sitting there waiting for his beautiful Audi, his prized possession, when all hell breaks loose. Watch this. Here we go. All right.
It's 7:30 in the morning. Danny Nassiri is waiting for his car at his Perth apartment block.
Oh, no.
Then
this is...
This.
Oh my God. Damn, man. It just dropped his car from this guy. He's sitting there waiting for his car to come down in the parking garage. Have you ever used one like this, Elaine?
No, but I think they have some of these in, I want to say Miami, where you have a high rise and you have a condo or an apartment, and that's how you park your car. They do this little, not conveyor belt system, but it's almost like those vending machines where the thing comes up and gets your soda from the exact level that it's on.
Yeah.
And then it comes out, then it has that whole system of movement there.
Yeah, so you bring your car into the parking garage.
Badass job at explaining that, me.
Excellent work.
Nailed it.
And they put your car in, let's say, D4, and then your car goes into D4. And this guy goes to get his Audi out of D4, and it just drops it from the sky.
Danny Nassiri is waiting for his car at his Perth apartment block. Then this.
Watching that car fall down with that impact, with that sound was terrifying.
His 4-week-old Audi fell around 10 metres.
4 weeks old.
The car a write-off. This happened almost 7 weeks ago. Danny says no one has claimed responsibility.
Since then, I have yet to receive any compensation.
In a letter, the Strata Insurance Company blamed a faulty sensor, saying the platform failed to descend correctly.
You could say
when
that.
something happens in a common
the car
area
didn't fail
of that
to descend.
Yeah. Well, it's descended, just
not
rapidly.
correctly.
Rapid descension. And this guy is not happy with that, obviously. I'll put this up on See It Now here in just a moment. As a matter of fact,
that would have to be super annoying to live in a place like that. You would have to know, like, when you're leaving your car, you have everything you're going to need. Because if you forget something, you got to go back to the car elevator and summon your car again and then put it back in. I wonder how much they charge for that.
I don't trust this, but car elevator fail is what I'm putting this up as on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com. Go take a peek. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. This guy, as you can imagine, was not very thrilled with what happened in this case, and that is now posted on the News Junkie in the See It Now section. Right now, here goes nothing. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you have lots of attorneys that are looking for your attention, but this is the one who I think you should really rely on. Mo is great, and he's going to help you out. So reach out after the accident, 800-CALL-MO, or justcallmo.com. A father is in some trouble and probably not feeling so hot. He jumped out of the driver's seat of a moving vehicle on a highway in Washington County, Florida, with 3 children in the car with him. The kids were in the back of the car calling 911. They were dialing 911 saying, my dad is acting strange. Something is not going right here. And then after Pops tucked and rolled out of the vehicle at full speed, one of the passengers, later identified as Heather Searcy, was able to crawl over the center console. She got control of the vehicle, and she was able to bring the vehicle to a stop and get the children out, thank God. But this family who recently moved to Florida from Louisiana said something went wrong. They don't know exactly what happened with this guy, but he jumped from the moving vehicle, leaving his 3 kids inside. Also, they just signed a deal. I don't know how I feel about this, but Matthew McConaughey and Michael Caine have locked in contracts to give their voices over to AI. And 11 Labs, we've toyed with their stuff a little bit.
Yes.
In the past, 11 Labs have this. And
I'm sure there's been a whole bunch of Matthew McConaughey voices done on 11 Labs.
Probably. The all right is like 90% of the voice productions that these things will crank out. But Matthew McConaughey and Michael Caine, who is from Batman.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Alfred.
Alfred from Batman. That's another great voice, too.
I found you, Master Wayne.
Oh, that's a little bit like Dobby once again from Harry Potter, but it's so, that's a great voice, isn't it? I mean, those two have signed deals with 11 Labs over at the AI side of things. And groups are now coming together to remember this 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who died on this Carnival cruise ship that returned to Port Miami over the weekend. They have not revealed the exact cause of death just yet. The medical examiner's office in Miami-Dade would have probably released some information, but the spokesperson was off for a holiday this week. So they don't know when they're going to get this. There's so many people with
like
theories.
Veterans Day?
Yeah, Veterans Day holiday kept the spokesperson off, and they haven't said anything since this weekend. So everybody wants to know, what is it? What is it that happened here? Which one of these theories is correct? Drugs, murder, what was it? Chaos on the high seas. But a lot of eyeballs around the world at this point are focused on this 18-year-old, and we'll keep that story tracked until we find out exactly what happened on that cruise ship. Right now, though, what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the power hour of the show, the final hour on a tumultuous Wednesday, and we are going to find out where your head's at, because it's time to get in some feedback. Dispatches are up next, and a fight on a plane. We'll also get into that. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks head north to face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Coverage starts at noon this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
On the major roadways this afternoon, you won't be running into any trouble affecting your ride. Just some familiar delays starting to pile up. Slowdowns getting through the city near that 408 interchange and delays between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. There's police activity off to the shoulder on the Greenway northbound near that Orange Blossom Trail exit. Slow down in that area. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by Second Harvest Food Bank. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Hey, Sabrina from the News Junkie here, and I just upgraded my washer and dryer at Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse. They made it so easy. They actually listened, found what I needed, and got me a great deal. So skip the big box stores and go to Southeast Steel. Stop by their downtown Orlando warehouse or go to southeaststeel.net. Trust me, at Southeast Steel, you get the best deal.
This Thanksgiving, give thanks for the hands that grow your food. Florida farmers who bring fresh local produce straight to your table. From vibrant squash to garden fresh greens, Fresh from Florida is flavor you can feel good about, because when it's grown here, it's grown with care, pride, and purpose. As you gather around your table, remember to celebrate the people, the land, and the passion that goes into every harvest. Fresh from Florida, trust is grown here.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Want to win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
Rev up your riding season. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and truckloads of 2025 models showing up every single week. From the highly sought-after Lowrider ST, Street Glide ST, and Road Glide ST to the 2025 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a wide selection of both new and pre-owned motorcycles. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for a full list of motorcycle inventory and upcoming events. And be sure to stop by the Orlando Harley dealership located next to I-4 across from the Mall at Millennia.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code RADIO for 15% off your first order. Zellmans.com.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that. We provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors to help keep you on track from day one. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with. You deserve something better. And better health. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality, affordable health insurance. You have health insurance needs. We have plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, with in-network preventive care at no cost to you, and a network of local doctors and hospitals. So if you're still shopping for health insurance, go to ambetterhealth.com/enroll to get your free, no-obligation quote. That's ambetterhealth.com/enroll. For coverage to start January 1st, you must enroll by December 15th. Find the plan that's right for you right now. AmBetterHealth.com/enroll. AmBetterHealth, on a mission for better. AmBetterHealth is the brand name for health insurance products underwritten by subsidiaries of Centene Corporation. Go to AmBetterHealth.com to see offerings in your state. This is a solicitation for insurance.
Orlando, we're here to let you know that FAS Exteriors is Orlando's #1 window, door, and roofing contractor. You can count on fair pricing, install perfection, and customer satisfaction every time. Trust the leader. Trust FAS Exteriors. Schedule your free consultation now at FASWD.com.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, I've got something you're going to love. You know Mahatma rice, right? For generations, it's been America's favorite rice. And now they've made it even easier to enjoy. Picture this. Microwavable pouches of rice ready in just 90 seconds. And the best part? It tastes just like a homemade meal with delicious recipes like cilantro and lime, Mexican style, and classic jasmine. Perfect for home, work, or on the go. You're going to love it. If you're looking for something quick and packed with that homemade flavor, give it a try. Mahatma rice feels like home.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. DEPOSIT. That's deposit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Out there in the world, maybe the government gets kicked back up and all that stuff. It's always good to have a distraction every once in a while, and I've got one for you here in just a moment. Follow the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here you go. This is real. It's real, and I want to know which of the three of us, myself, Sealand, or Josh, would win. That's the question that I have for you today. First thing you need to know is this is real, and the second thing you need to know is I want to know from you is would I be the best at this, Sealand or Josh? This is happening right now, I guess, in Las Vegas, I believe. There's an event that's going on. It's the Olympics of housework. This is a real Sealand's forfeiting. He's not gonna win this. He doesn't think. It's the Olympics of housekeeping. I can see here. This is at the Mandalay Bay. It's in like straight up an arena, and here's some of the example action going on. All right, these are people fighting to see who's fastest at completely making a bed. I imagine they work in hospitality in Las Vegas. That would be my guess. Yeah. These people are vacuuming, a competition of who can vacuum everything up the fastest.
They give them the smallest little rug to vacuum.
Yeah, and they cover it with like glitter, and you have to clean it up. Look, this is in like an arena. I don't know. There's lots of open seats, just so you know. There's a lot of open seats.
Is it Mandalay Bay? It's the same place they would have like a boxing match, maybe?
Yeah, like UFC would be fighting in this place. So this one is about vacuuming. Lady on the end looks like she's doing quite well here.
She's done.
And then you got to wrap up the cord. I don't know what this is. They're throwing these things that they have to catch to each other, but I don't know how that's related to housekeeping.
Giant frisbees?
Giant frisbees that they have to catch on like sticks. That doesn't seem related. This is related to housekeeping.
Mop challenge.
Mop challenge, and you got to go around and weave through all of the wet floor signs that you could find.
It's a good way
I got to know
slip.
what the prize is for this.
I think one of these guys skipped one. Great big phony.
You should be one of the referees on this, Sealand, and just be brutal. Oh, these are fun.
Floor waxing.
Little floor waxers, and they're racing them like Zambonis. They're challenging each other with these. I want to get involved in this, for God's sake.
That looks kind of fun.
And what are the prizes? Let's learn more. This is the housekeeping Olympics.
Yeah. So this is not just housework. This is housekeeping as far as like a hotel is involved.
Yeah.
Because you said housework, and I was thinking, well, I might be good at like the dishes challenge. You know, I'm pretty efficient at dishes.
Probably, right? You've done that for a while.
Even more so at a bar. They make it super easy to do dishes at the bar.
True.
Yeah. What about making a bed? You think you could compete on a high level with these folks? No. It's very impressive. This is the Housekeeping Olympics at the ISSA show in North America. It's going on right now. I don't see anything about what you get, but it says, why enter a team, showcase team excellence, elevate your staff, et cetera, et cetera. Then it's got all the previous winners. I want to know what I win. I better get a prize or something.
Yeah, your supply of Fabuloso.
No, that ain't going to do it for me, Josh. I need the big check. I need a big check if I'm going to win at Mandalay Bay. Oh, there's one where you throw toilet paper into a trash can across the across the venue. It's toilet paper basketball. I might do okay at that. Let us know if you have a special skill that would make you excel at this in the Housekeeping Olympics. It is going down right now at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas.
It seems like the whole show is cleaning. I still haven't been able to see what ISSA stands for, but
let's see. Hold on. The Association for Cleaning and Family Solutions, ISSA, and this is just part of what they do. Participate. Past champions. Yeah, it's the same stuff. How much would this even cost? They're not even telling me how much it costs online. This is one of those things where you have to be in the industry to go to it. You have to be involved.
Yeah, it's a convention.
Yeah, it's a convention where it's like no weirdos from the outside get in.
International Sanitary Supply Association.
BDMX Con on Twitch says, no awards, just more cleaning. That's congratulations. Since you had such a fun time doing that, get back to work. Get your ass back out there. All right, over to it. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS@thenewsjunkie.com. Tim emails the show, and he says, an author in Trump's orbit, which was what was mentioned in the new Epstein email release thing. An author in Trump's orbit means that he was just around Trump. It has nothing to do with liking him or disliking him. I think, Tim, the connotation of saying that somebody's in another person's orbit, it doesn't have to, but I think there's a slight implication that it's somebody friendly to that person. When I hear orbiters used, especially in like the streaming world or something, it's usually people who are close to a person, and usually there's some sort of implication that they're friendly with this person. I don't think it has to mean that just traditionally, but I'm saying there are some people who use it that way. But my point is, Wolf, the author in question, is not a fan of Trump. He's not a journalist who is aligned with him. Joe says the tips@thenewsjunkie.com. You just said you didn't think it was a big deal that Epstein poached young girls from Mar-a-Lago. Why are there young girls at Mar-a-Lago? Joe says the tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I have some news for you, Joe. Young girls work. They get jobs. They work at places. Yes. I know the Chick-fil-A around the corner, the McDonald's and the Taco Bell all employ young girls. Believe it or not, yes.
The way you say that makes it. Everything's on the up and up with Chick-fil-A, guys.
Young girls work here. If I go to the front door of McDonald's, do you hire young girls? That sounds creepy. But just if you have a business and there's a teenage girl who works there, that's not creepy by default. That doesn't just automatically have to be creepy, in my opinion. And let's go over to this. Here's Melanie emailing this show. She says, I usually listen every day. I haven't heard you mention a situation I've been seeing all over Instagram all week long. There's a lady named Tish who was a customer at a Gold's Gym in California. She's a black lesbian woman. She had just come out of the shower and was butt naked when a dude claiming to be a woman showed up. She told him she was uncomfortable and he was nasty to her. There's videos of her calling out the situation all over social media at the moment. Her IG is listened to Tish. She also confronted Scott Wiener about it. I don't know how she contained herself from the jokes, but she's a better adult than I am. Her videos are pretty good, and she's fed TF up. Just thought I'd suggest it. Love the show, Melanie. Melanie, I have seen that. Honest to God, I think I saw Louis C.K. talk about this not too long ago, and I thought he was very, very accurate on this. There are like 4 topics that have stun-locked the United States of America. One is trans issues. Trans people are such a small portion of the people in the United States of America that it shouldn't be taking up this much oxygen. We shouldn't have to hear about all these stories. Melanie, in my opinion, if there are women like this who are offended by dudes in the gym and in the locker room and stuff, this is exactly what needs to happen. Women just need to say, I don't want dudes in my locker room. I'm fed up with it enough. And the businesses will cave and we'll get past all this stuff. But these stories take up too much oxygen. It's like, at some point, I think every trans person was on television. It's way too much oxygen. We've gone over this. We've had all these conversations. So I don't need all these stories myself, and I don't feel the need to inject them into the show anymore. We've done this for so long. It's one of like 4 stories that just stun-locked the country. So I think this lady has every right in the world to say, I don't want dudes in a place where I'm going to be naked. I don't want dudes in the shower. I have no problem with that. And she's the exact person who should be speaking up in these circumstances, the women who are affected by it, not necessarily me. Anonymous says, good afternoon, Junkie. I was curious if you heard about the judge that released the father who punched and attacked a school resource officer in Volusia County. I'd love to know your opinions on how the judge handled this. Love the show. And they send a link. I guess, is this Chitwood talking about it? I'll put the volume up here.
What's your take? You have to respect the judge's decision. I respect it. I think it's asinine. I think that if somebody comes up, no matter who you are, and sticks their finger right in your face, which is what happened, and then you swat it away.
Chitwood!
I think we're good.
Chitwood, why on earth are you putting this on your Facebook with all the curse words in it? Oh, no. The story is, hang on, I don't want to play the audio anymore.
Yeah,
a year ago.
I'm dumps now.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I'll read this. A year ago, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office in Florida had a deputy resource officer at Deltona Middle School who was attacked by an angry parent. The deputy was punched in the head and knocked to the ground, and her taser was ripped out of her hand. Today, Circuit Judge A. Kathleen McNeely blamed the deputy for the incident, ruled her attacker was triggered by the presence of a taser, and let the scumbag off with 45 days in county jail. No felony conviction, no probation. You read that right. I happen to think this judge just proved she's unfit for office. This sentence really is complete BS, he says. This is Chitwood saying this. But I have one request. Don't harass this judge. Don't threaten her. Don't flood her staff with calls. Just vote her out of office, he says. I disagree. I fundamentally disagree. I do think we need to vote these judges out of office. I think any judge that isn't for law and order, I think any judge that makes excuses for people's violent behavior, I think all of these judges out there that want to let people go over and over and over again until they kill somebody or attack somebody or whatever because it doesn't happen to their family. I think all of these judges should be called out. I think they should get incessant emails from people who are concerned about their judgments and verdicts. I think that everybody with an email address should email this judge in their office and tell them that they don't like what they're doing, because it's because these judges operate in the shadows mostly, and people aren't paying attention to what they do, that they can get away with this stuff. I've talked about other judges who do this, where they just let people go. They let violent criminals go. The guy who said he wanted to kill somebody, he was excited to kill somebody. He didn't want to rape this lady that he attacked at the park. He was just really excited to kill somebody. And the judge lets them off with nothing. The judges need to be held accountable. They need to be voted out of office, yes, too, but they need to get pushback 1,000%. 1,000%. There is a huge problem with this. I think Chitwood is right. I think it's embarrassing. I think these weird, like, I don't even know what necessarily is driving them, but it's like social activism or whatever should not be involved on the bench. It absolutely has no place there, really, for me. So I hope that answers your question, Anonymous. I think Chitwood is right. I think blaming the school resource officer for like escalating something and then the parent goes nuts and attacks them is stupid. And all of these judges who do this need to be called out one after another after another. Okay, that'll have to do it for right now. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we still have an airplane fight to get to. We still have more of your feedback. I've also got this up and running here with a woman at Little Caesars who is very, very upset. We'll get to her. And another robot hits the market. But should we be scared of this one? We're going to find out together. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You won't be running into any problems on the major roadways affecting your ride, although there's some familiar delays starting to pile up on I-4. Getting through the city, there's slowdowns near that 408 interchange, delays on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. Look out for a crash reported on Osceola Parkway near Buenaventura Boulevard. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
My name is Arnold Bogarty, and prior to me enrolling in Rasmussen to become a nurse, I spent 16 years in the military. I went to visit the campus. The facilities were amazing.
Rasmussen University. Are you ready to be your own hero? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Folks, if you're a homeowner, good for you. I hope that your home's value skyrockets. I really do. I hope that your home value goes up and up and up, and I hope you have no problems. But I hate to say it, the odds are you will have a problem at some point in time. The big things, the big ticket items, the air conditioner, the refrigerator, the appliances, that stuff costs a lot of money. What is the best thing to do is to invest in stuff that's made really, really well. And then when it breaks, have really qualified, honest people fix it for you. Then you buy it once and you keep it working for the rest of your home's life. And with your AC, if you don't have a Carrier unit, you might want to think about that. They have great deals on Carrier units over at Mills Air, and they could save you a ton on your power bill every month. That's one thing. The other thing is, if you want to make sure your AC continues working the way it's working, sign up for preventative maintenance from Mills Air. Sign up and let them have one of their techs come over to your place and fix your AC fast, fair, and they're going to do a great job. The number for Mills Air, my bad. The number for Mills Air is not 800. It's 407-277-1159. That's right. The number for Mills Air is 407-277-1159, or you can find them online at millsair.com.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions, because your breath should be as fresh as your food. Go to Zellmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code RADIO for 15% off your first order. Zellmans.com.
Want a big green egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassey's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow Wassey's Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website, wasseysmeatmarket.com, for your big green egg today.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Black Friday is going on now at every AutoNation store. Hurry in and save for a limited time. Buy with 0 down. Plus, make no payments till next year. Shop new and used cars, trucks, SUVs, even top luxury models. Drive with 0 down. Plus, no payments till next year. Save your cash for the holidays. Go to your nearest AutoNation store now. Limited term financing on approved credit. 90-day deferred payment. Interest accrues from date of purchase. See store for details.
This Thanksgiving, gather around the table with the freshest flavors Florida has to offer. From crisp green beans to juicy tomatoes and sweet corn, fresh from Florida produce brings sunshine to every dish. Behind every bite is a hardworking Florida farmer and fisherman, growing and gathering with pride and purpose. It's more than a meal, it's a celebration of the people, the land, and the passion behind every harvest and catch. Fresh from Florida, trust is grown here.
Well, historic utility rate hikes are coming, the biggest in U.S. history, but you can fight back with Solar Source. Whole home solar from just $89 a month with no money down, guaranteed performance and maintenance included. I love my solar panels. They've been saving me money for years. Now you can get on board with solar and save up to 40% on your power bill immediately. And you can get exclusive savings when you tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you. Visit solarsource.com/monsters or call now and lock in your rate before energy prices rise.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with. You deserve something better. And better health. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality, affordable health insurance. You have health insurance needs. We have plans with low out-of-pocket premiums, with in-network preventive care at no cost to you, and a network of local doctors and hospitals. So if you're still shopping for health insurance, go to ambetterhealth.com/enroll to get your free, no-obligation quote. That's ambetterhealth.com/enroll. For coverage to start January 1st, you must enroll by December 15th. Find the plan that's right for you right now. ambetterhealth.com/enroll. Ambetter Health, on a mission for better. Ambetter Health is the brand name for health insurance products underwritten by subsidiaries of Centene Corporation. Go to ambetterhealth.com to see offerings in your state. This is a solicitation for insurance.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays.
It's the most wonderful time.
Open the app and search Holiday and find Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. Plus stations playing specialized country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, reeswindows.com.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. DEPOSIT. That's deposit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junkie.
Which will be available for those of you who missed out on it before too long. And if you're a Secret Shows subscriber and you're an annual subscriber, you'll get access to these sorts of specials for free. If you don't know about Secret Shows, well, you should, number one. They are weekly, fully uncensored shows that you can join in on. There will be another one that is recorded tomorrow. You can watch them live in the News Junkie Discord if you're a Secret Shows subscriber. You get access to everything on the website. It fully removes all restrictions on the website. And you get these weekly uncensored shows. But there's going to be new content, which is these specials like the roast event and every other thing that we come up with after this that we do where there's a live event that we turn into a special you can watch on demand with bonus features and all sorts of stuff. And if you're an annual Video Secret Show subscriber, you'll get access to that. Right? So if you subscribe to Secret Shows for the year, you'll get access to this content. If you're an audio-only yearly subscriber of Secret Shows, you'll get access to the audio version of stuff like this roast. Everybody else can purchase it and watch it on their TV at home or listen to it on, their phone when they're walking around or driving around. You can do all of that stuff too. So that'll be coming out before too long. Forrest putting the final touches on it. It looks gorgeous. It's a fantastic, polished production. And everybody did a really great job. So I can't wait until you can see it here real soon. Okay, let's see what we got for you here as we wrap things up today before too long. I don't care about this, don't care about this. I do want to get into some dispatches because I don't think I've played that many today. So let's see what people have for us reacting to the show. Here's this is Scary Larry talking about cruises.
I was on the Margaritaville at Sea cruise just a few months ago, and basically it is just the Walmart of cruising. It is basic transportation, food, and mild entertainment.
Oh, mild entertainment.
If you go in with low expectations, you'll be happy. If you go in expecting fine dining, they have it, but it's extra cost. But everything else is just basically Walmart. It's a recycled ship that's been refurbished.
That's what happens,
but
yeah.
If you go in with low expectations, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good deal. Those cruises are a good deal, the Margaritaville cruises. Seems like people have a good time. It seems like it pulls in a fun audience. I'm fine with all of those things. It seems like they're getting better, honestly, in the cruise world.
They have a drink package on the Margaritaville at Sea.
Let's find
one would hope
probably.
With a name like Margaritaville at Sea.
Yeah.
But let's see here.
Our drink package was like $60 a day per person, I think.
And did you get unlimited or is that
unlimited?
Okay.
Well, not, you know how it is, C-Lane, with unlimited, they say like 15 drinks a day, which
that's not unlimited.
Yeah,
that is limited, and they will cut you off.
I know how unlimited works on Royal Caribbean because it's unlimited.
But I don't need more than 15 drinks. I'm not planning on like really testing that myself personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong. I understand what you're saying.
Does the 15 only count for alcohol? Like, do they give you sodas and stuff for free? Is there other?
It says on the Princess Sky cruise, which I guess we're going on, and Courtney's all excited about. You get 15 drinks a day, I think, and then unlimited sodas and non-alcoholic drinks, and
That's
then
good.
any beer, wine, or alcohol that is less than $20 each, you get. But if there's like a bottle of wine or a glass of wine that costs more than that, then you got to pay for that thing.
But it doesn't count against your 15.
No, it doesn't go into the 15 that you have on your pass, I guess. JCC, just so you know, no one's ever going to see your dispatches again until you stop being a lunatic. You are blackballed, as are a few other people over there. Try to be normal. If you are normal and I see you acting normal, then you'll work your way back into the dispatch world. New people, I'd love to hear from you. Please do join us with your comments and to send a dispatch video or audio over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here is somebody who says there's a big change afoot. Hello?
Hey, News Junkie.
Hey.
Just an update, and I know ultimately you guys don't care at all, I'm sure, but big change coming. I will no longer be DeLand Man.
What are you going to be?
I will now be Savannah Man.
Ooh.
Because I just got a dream job, and I'm going to be moving to Savannah this summer.
Beautiful
I know
area.
it doesn't really matter, but I love your show, and I listen all the time, and I've been very happy to hear my dispatches occasionally come through. And anyway, just thought I would send you a message. That's all I have to say right now. Thank you guys very much for everything you do, and have a good day.
Thank you, Savannah Man, newly formed Savannah Man. We appreciate you, and congratulations, by the way. You see that, JCC? That's all you have to do. Just be a normal person, and your dispatchers will get on the show. That's easy. Yeah, I wait for yours right now. Not his, but yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. A lot of people were talking about how the Toy Story 5 teaser finally dropped yesterday from Pixar. Everybody already knew it was going to be. It's like all the toys gather around and the kid unwraps the new toy, which is a little tablet. And it's like digital toys versus analog toys. And like, they're Lily Pad is the name of the iPad thing. Greta Lee is going to be the voice of the digital toy that goes up against Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. Joan Cusack as Jessie, and Tony Hale as Forky. Forky, the worst character in any animated feature ever. Just a miserable, suicidal
Forky does seem like appropriate for Tony Hale.
Yeah, I like him. I like him as the voice. If somebody's going to be the voice, he's got a great voice, honestly. I'm amazed that Tim Allen's back in all this. I thought Tim Allen was on the outs with the Toy Story people, because they replaced him in the Lightyear movie.
I think they only replaced him in Lightyear because they thought they needed a younger voice. Like they thought that the Tim Allen voice for a younger Buzz Lightyear wouldn't have meshed well, which maybe they did. Did they do any testing with Tim Allen for that?
I heard that their excuse for not having Tim Allen at that time, they suggested it was nothing to do with Tim Allen's politics. They said it was nothing to do with that. I don't know if they're lying or not lying. They said it was nothing to do with Tim Allen's politics because he's in Hollywood and he's like a right of center guy. But they said that it was an origin story that wasn't about that same Buzz Lightyear toy. So therefore it made sense for the voice to be different. Whatever it was, it flopped, man. It failed miserably. But ain't no way that's happening in Toy Story 5. This thing will put up big, fat numbers, man. It'll bring Pixar back. Pixar's been bombing. They've been bombing like crazy with some of these movies that they put out. They're not targeting a big enough audience. They need to get all the families out there. The families are ready to watch a movie. They're ready to be tuned in, but they haven't gotten anything really great. Like the Elio or some of these other movies, they just haven't really been into them. But I think Toy Story 5 will be massive. Here is, somebody sent this over, a motorcyclist crashes in Florida. And this is real, apparently. I didn't even know this could happen to you, okay? Everybody brace yourself if you're watching. This is a warning for people who are on motorcycles that you too have to follow the laws of the road. This is filmed from somebody else's car, and they're in the line here. Now, there we go, a motorcycle, or I don't know.
Like a scooter.
A scooter of some type here is zooming by. Now, the scooter goes along and plows it.
What the hell?
And I don't even know how that happens. The person immediately turned into a fireball. The scooter hits this car in traffic, and it's not like it took on it. Immediately, it turned into a fireball.
That even lithium battery must have been on its last leg.
Right? There's something strange going on there. The person just.
Are we sure this is real?
Yeah, that's what this is. This is allegedly real.
If it's AI, it's pretty convincing.
The person's fully engulfed in flames right now.
Stop, drop, and roll, brother.
He didn't. He just got up like
doing the Ricky Bobby.
He got up like Ricky Bobby, and he plowed into this thing Holy cow.
I mean, they crashed into what is possibly the gas tank on this thing, but still, that instant
it's
of
too
a fireball,
fast, isn't it?
Way too fast.
All right, I put this up on See It Now since it's a visual. All right, here comes the motorcycle, or scooter, as Josh says, and it plows into this car. All right, now we have contact. It's hitting the back wheel. C-Lane's right to say, like, very, very close to where you put gas in your car.
If it's a certain type of car, I would say most gas tanks are on the left side, on the driver's side, not the passenger side, which is what's happening. But why so fast?
It's really quick.
Did somebody spill a bunch of gasoline on the road before we did this here?
Could be. It's bad. This person just looks like they just completely went up. And then the guy behind him on another bike falls and then tackles him trying to put him out. He's just a ball of flames or something. This happened. He's still on fire, for God's sake. This poor dude.
Buddy. He's like trying to take his pants off.
He is. And I've seen that happen to a lot of people. Firefighters, let us know what you're supposed to do, because Josh is totally right. This man tried to take off his jeans because they were on fire. And I know that can be something that your body wants to do. Is that what you should do? Is that the way to do this? This is Florida footage captures a helmetless motorcyclist speeding through a rain-soaked intersection, crashing moments later in a violent explosion. And it's up on See It Now if you want to take a peek of that over on thenewsjunkie.com. So that's there for you. This is another one of these robots, humanoid robots, has been teased. This one is not very scary.
It's like Frankie Valli walking out.
It's a little slow. It's walking like Joe Biden on the beach in the sand on that one viral video. Little tiny steps, and it's like trying to be human, but it fell.
It is walking like Joe Biden on the beach.
Yeah, this robot ain't ready for prime time.
Walking like me on the beach.
I've done this before after a couple of Coronas myself, but this robot is not all there. I'll put this up on See It Now, too. This is a company called Idle, I guess. And let me get a good screenshot here. The Idle company launched their robot, and the launch didn't go well. It's from Russia, with love, I'm sure, but just not working out for all of us. All right, go check that out, as everything else that's visual on the show ends up on the See It Now section. Click the menu on mobile. You'll see where it says See It Now, bingo, bango, bongo, robot design disaster.
I have the explanation for Tim Allen not being in the Buzz Lightyear movie, according to Wikipedia.
What does it say?
They said they didn't discuss bringing back Tim Allen in any capacity for the film because they believed his voice would have too closely tied it to Toy Story, and they wanted it to be its own standalone story, which just sounds dumb.
I get it. So they wanted it to be a separate thing, but like, how can it be a separate thing when he's the voice of Buzz Lightyear?
So I never saw Lightyear, much like a lot of people. It says Tim Allen is the embodiment of the toy Buzz, and this isn't the toy world. This was about the quote-unquote real Buzz Lightyear. So they didn't want it to be confusing. Like, Tim Allen's too funny. He's like goofy comic relief. In this movie, Buzz is supposed to be an action hero, so they went with Chris Evans, which was the only name they even considered for the role.
Really? It didn't work. Whatever it was, it may have been that. It may have been that people just weren't interested.
I mean, you could explain this till the cows come home, but it still didn't really land.
Yeah, it didn't land. There's a lot of stuff like it's like I was excited for Pixar to do a movie called The Good Dinosaur, and then when it came out, it was a disaster. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted to watch it.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Pixar movie, and
why were you excited about it? Are you familiar with The Good Dinosaur as a story?
The guy who did The Good Dinosaur, okay, I don't want to belabor this too long, but the guy behind...
Come on. We're not even late for break at all.
We are. The guy behind The Good Dinosaur is Peter Sohn, I think.
Jack, we're doing Good Dinosaur talk. Come on.
Yeah, and he was from Partly Cloudy, which I liked, and Elemental and Ratatouille and stuff.
Okay.
And this was his dream production. He wanted to do The Good Dinosaur. And it just wasn't a hit. I'm sorry, it wasn't. The Bootsy says The Good Dinosaur was lame. She's right about that. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Music Weekends. A classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.
Your Tuesday forecast, and for today, make sure you are bundling up. We're planning for high temperatures to break records with just how cold they're going to be. So we'll see a high today of only 57 degrees, but once we do factor in the wind gusts, that'll be as high as, say, 20 and 30 miles per hour. It'll feel closer to the 30s and 40s for much of today. We'll be seeing some sunshine, but we do expect temperatures to warm back up into the 70s as we head towards middle parts of this week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35.
Ross Padgett. So Ross, Ryan Ross. Mo DeWitt. Moses DeWitt. Joshua Fowler.
And you want him to be Joshua Pinkman?
No, just Joshua Fowler. By the way, rate the show, everybody. Rate the show out of 10. 10 out of 10 is a big winner. 1 out of 10 is Sean was distracted. This was a disaster. Rate the show now. Okay, who was the last one we just did? Josh Fowler.
You'll save money every month and get $150 in rebates when you upgrade. Florida Public Utilities makes it simple.
No, Sabrina was before
the more you save.
Sabrina.
Learn more today at naturalgasdoesmore.com/add-more.
Yep. Total.
Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of
Chris Lane.
across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident,
Dylan Lawson. Yeah, and Sean Lawson.
For a limited time, get prescription testosterone.
And then the stock video from whatever that Sealand sent over. Did you see that?
Prescription testosterone restores your get up and
I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But just stock footage, PEXELS.
Pexels.
Yeah. Stock footage, and then PEXELS. So we're crediting that.
Music by Fritz.
Music by Fritz.
Testosterone
put that one before
GLP medication. It'll burn that belly fat and you'll get ripped. Fix your low T with no startup fee and add a GLP for an additional $150 only at Red Mountain Weight Loss. Book your appointment today.
Thank you. Special thank you to Judson's Live.
Or dial pound 250
on
your phone.
And you gotta put you in there.
Keyword Red Mountain.
Yeah, that's the beginning. It says directed by.
Does it?
I can stuff.
No. I will put it at the end too.
No, I mean it's at the beginning of the credits template.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Move it around.
Okay, just make sure you're putting your name in there.
Sound editing by
Austin. John Austin.
John Austin?
Wait, I always forget.
Austin Nichols.
Austin Nichols. Austin John Nichols? Just Austin Nichols. Okay, I'll be right back.
Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com. Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next
Okay, folks.
don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks.
So that's it then. Ross, Ryan, Mo, Josh, Sabrina, Tuttle, Chris Lane, Dylan, you, music by Fritz, stock footage by Pexel, special thank you to Judson's Live, sound editing after Fritz.
You could put, if there's a good spot to put
Sound design.
Fritz.
Oh, I was going to put Austin
Stop, put original music by Fritz.
That's 407-213-0000.
Opening video by Chris Lane.
With over 100 years of combined experience, we've handled it all. DUIs, felonies. Call 352-WIN-FOR-YOU.
Oh, Amy Kaufel. Yeah. Shoot, we totally forgot about her, didn't we?
Offices Orlando.
Good call for us.
Did you take Dayquil Intense Blue?
Dylan. Nah. Do you want me to do it after Dylan before you for Amy? Or do you want it in order of appearance?
Yeah, in order of appearance.
So she introduced
Sabrina. She would go before Sabrina. Folks, you're all chatters of the day again. God bless you.
K-A-U-F-E-L-D-T.
K-A-U-F-E-L-D-T. Yes, Coffee. Amy Coffee.
To-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Isn't it nice to know at least one of your streaming apps is completely free?
Yeah, you get the iHeartRadio app without the pesky monthly fee.
Live radio, playlists for everything, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
Football weekend, we're here to help keep you on the road and make sure your vehicle is game day ready with a quick stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your drive starts here. Go to VIOC.com for money-saving coupons and to find a location near you.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Mainlining today's top stories. You're listening to the News Junkie, Sean Watson.
And today, I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for being patient with me. Lots of stuff going on this week. Lots of things going on in the studio. Forrest is just finishing up here. He's got the working on the credits now. We don't want to forget anybody in the credits for the roast event on the video. That would be rude. And he's like, "What about this person?" Oh my God, I forgot. And we want to make sure everything's all perfectly dialed in. It looks so awesome, though. So I'm excited.
You want to send me the list in case I remember anybody that should be on there?
I think I got everybody. So no, absolutely not.
I better be on there.
Yeah, I'll send it to you because I'm going to forget somebody.
Yeah,
I got you on there. I got you. I got Chris Lane, or shoot, I forgot. Like, should you be C-Lane across everything, or Chris Lane and
Chris
it's
in parentheses C Lane Lane?
We could do that.
Sounds
I don't know if he
redundant.
likes that though. Yeah, what you tell me, buddy. You're the one. I just thought it sounded more professional to have Chris Lane.
I don't know. I'll text you.
Okay. All right. Think about it for a little while. We'll get the final list to you, so we make sure we have that all dialed in. We're going to have to be done with all of the dispatches today. God bless you for sending them in. The stories that didn't make the cut, I'll tell you this. Paramount did a final return to office plan for everybody at the Paramount Corporation, and 600 employees total chose the severance package over returning to the office over at Paramount. 600, that's a lot, man. I don't know how many total employees they have, but 600 employees said, nope, not going back to the office. I'll take the severance package. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. Here we go. Today I Learned this group right here, gentlemen.
Insane Clown Posse.
That's right, Insane Clown Posse. I would have also accepted ICP, obviously.
Oh, good.
They paid Old Dirty Bastard, a.k.a. Dirt Dog, a.k.a. Devil Dog, a.k.a.
Big Baby Jesus.
Big Baby Jesus is another one. That's true. They paid Old Dirty Bastard $30,000 to rap on one of their songs. But when OBD showed up, he was barely coherent. He rambled about bitches for a while. It took ICP a week to assemble just 4 rhymes out of his rambling. And they retitled the track Bitches because that's all they could understand that he was saying. That's it. That's all they ended up with.
And I bet he wanted that money in cash, as rappers tend to do.
I don't doubt it. Yeah. Today I learned ducks often sleep with one eye open. Just so you know. That's just something I wanted you to know. Take a look.
Do they grip their pillow tight?
They do, yeah. And then you could just go right into the rest of the song if you want.
Exit
because I don't know how Celine figured this out, but that's the song we're ending on today. Today I learned this band.
Metallica.
No.
Beach Boys.
No.
Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates.
Daryl
That's
Hall and
correct.
John Oates.
Oh, right. My
That
bad.
is right. There you are. Hall & Oates. The Hall & Oates song Man-Eater that you're hearing is not actually about a woman at all. It's about 1980s New York City, which will chew you up and spit you out. I like it better being about a woman, but a woman. Did I say women?
Women.
Either or. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Miss any of the